Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's stream. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the game. Welcome back to the Arcane Academy. So good to see everybody. School is back in session. Ready to get our wizarding on, I suppose. Yes? Are you guys ready to wizard it up today? My gosh, I hope so. A lot has happened since the last session of just a lot of school time activities, classes, assignments, and maybe a little bit of conspiracy. Let's go and see how the rest of our players are doing. Also, before we begin, big thanks to Ice Battler for 5 gifted subs. Uggins 1, The Dark Seeker, Dermaziel, Peliacid, and Hybrid Snake. Make sure to thank Ice Battler in chat. Exclusive meme also. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Rack Pack. I will be thanking you guys for future subs. Nextlox, thank you for the sub as well. I'll be thanking you all for future subs at the end of the stream. At the end of the stream as well, so we can focus on the game. Thank you guys so much. If you'd also want to participate in our World of Io Discord, head on over there. We also have a new rules lawyer Discord, so if you see something that doesn't seem right with D&D ruling, you could post that there. I usually check it out about once a day or so. I'll have to see nothing I can correct on the spot because we want to make sure the flow of the game continues to go. And for any artists that may be in the chat, we have a fan art section there. That if we get enough pieces of fan art, we'll go check them out at the end of the stream with the rest of the players. For now, though, let me go ahead and unmute and say hello to our players. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How y'all doing today? Happy
breathing. How are you?
Breathing. I'm breathing as well. I feel like we can become good friends at this point. Since we have breathing. What's up? Criken, what's going on?
Brett.
Oh.
But you didn't see that coming, huh?
I did it. I didn't know what to do about it. Well, welcome back to school, to the Arcane Academy. It hasn't been a day since everybody has rested. If we remember last time, just to review a couple of events that have happened, you guys had a class that taught you a little bit about dual casting with a partner, that you can go ahead and cast some magic together to empower your spells. You went ahead to the library to research some of your own spells, some mastery that you've gained of a few of those spells. Others you might have to work with a little bit. Oh, you've also got an assignment to hunt down a very dangerous Yeti using the power of dual cast magic that you have a week to do to pass that assignment, so that's always fun. What else, man? I can't really think of what else. Oh yeah, your room is, you've discovered, in constant surveillance by floaty magic eyes that like to keep an eye on everything that you're doing. You guys have gained the ability to see those eyes, and with a successful Arcana check, able to manipulate those eyes so that they see something else, so you can stay still under the guise and under, not the disguise, like under like a guise of sort of like manipulation, so that way you can not be under such a watchful eye of the school. And at the end of the session, Tremor received a very distorted message from one archive master, Levin, who is still in the astral veil trying to break through to fulfill the promise that he would open up a link so that you guys would be able to return to the astral veil. Seems to be having a bit of trouble with doing that. Do you feel that?
You know, Brett, I gotta say, dude, you sound very happy that we're in a lot of like sticky situations.
This is my neutral demeanor. I want to make.
I can hear the smile on your face, though. I don't.
Just a happy dude.
I'm happy to be DMing you guys. That's where my happiness is coming on. All right, he got me. Hold on one second. 60. How'd I do?
We love to be DM'd by you too.
As DM, I can make up the stats. Yeah. But yeah. So that's everything that has happened so far. Does that sound... he moved the couch. Oh, yes. There has been a light bit of decoration by one Aldoris, who let me know he wanted to move the couch. And so the couch was moved. And I'm surprised, chat, because I forgot I moved the couch. I literally did it just recently, and I'm surprised chat noticed. Someone in chat was like,
I'm not. All of chat is Aldoris deep down.
It's true.
Just a bunch of them behind their screens like, no, when they see something.
So, yeah, the couch has been moved, and if you guys want to redecorate as well, just let me know via DM, and I will change your map around, because since you've gained a sort of like super dorm here, you guys are able to like redecorate. If you go into like a town or anything like that, you want to buy something to spruce up the place.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you're free to like decorate around a little bit. Honestly, I would be perfect with a D&D game that all you did was just build and decorate a house. I would love to play a Sim style D&D game now that I think about
That'd
it.
be cute.
So does that about cover everything, or did I miss anything, guys? Anything of note you guys want to bring up from last session?
I don't think so.
We stole books that
You did steal books and read books.
Yeah, I haven't had time to read them.
Oh, yeah, I read one.
I haven't really had time to study them yet.
Yeah, but you've
But I think
documented
Eleanor's
them.
the one that knows about that.
Well, the good news is, if you'd like to go ahead and spend your time and style to...
This is our free day.
This day is your free day. That is correct.
Ooh.
So if you want to study more books, or even start on your assignment, which you're able to start at any time, by the way. I want to let you guys know there's no...
The assignment is the trip out to find the Yeti and kill it. Right?
Yes, to use your dual techniques, essentially.
Well, if I know
to do
anything
that.
about story writing and questing, we
Mhm.
should prepare now before embarking and getting the next quest, which may be time sensitive. This one doesn't seem that time sensitive. So we
Well,
got time.
you have a week to complete it.
Yeah, I know. That's not a lot. That's fine time. Yeah, we got time to learn all this stuff.
Literally the definition of time sensitive.
Well, do you have to like travel there and back within a week, or is it like?
Yeah.
It's relatively close by. It'll take a few hours to get there.
Through the garden.
Yeah, so it's
Like
definitely
the gnomes in Harry Potter. You gotta throw them on the fence.
it's like that forest in Harry Potter where you don't want to go there, otherwise the centaurs will kill you or something like that. The spiders.
There were centaurs in the forest. That was weird.
Yeah, it's just in the garden over there, and there's
Is
a lot
that
of.
Forbidden Forest? Is that what that's called?
I think it was the Forbidden Forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, go on.
Trimmer gets out of bed and then remembers it's a day off and goes back into bed. He gets cozy.
Do you sleep for for your day off?
I sleep through my day off. No, I do not do that.
Aldoris and Gideon, what do you two do once you received your adequate amount of sleep?
You can go first.
I feel like I would want to start studying my spell right away.
Okay. Which spell are you studying? Because you have a list of books, correct?
Yes, I would like to. We already did my Mage's Way Out. I want to do Fiery Rain from the Sky.
Okay. All right. So you'd have to just to spend an hour to decipher first what it. Man, I meant to create the spell. I forgot to do that. Dang. Your rune creation spell. Next game. Please remind me to create that rune creation for. I meant to do that. I even documented it, and it's been a wacky couple of days. Let's just leave it at that. So you are Fiery Rain from the Sky, correct?
Yes.
All right. So after an hour of reading, you will have discovered and deciphered. Let me get the spelled name in its accurate. You okay? Let's see. I believe that is. God, everything's taking a while to load. Where is it? Is that your third? Oh yeah, Fiery Rain for the Sky. 1 second. I'm going to where I recorded it all. There it is. Perfect. You learn that it is the spell Flame Arrows.
Ooh.
It is a third level spell, and if you would like, you touch a quiver containing arrows or bolts. When a target is hit by a ranged weapon attack using a piece of ammunition drawn from the quiver, the target takes an additional 1d6 fire damage. The spell's magic.
Dude, I don't use a bow.
Well, that's what the spell is.
I go back to bed.
Oh no! after reading an hour, he slams the book down and goes back to bed. Aldoris, what about you?
I think he's gonna read the Stinging Bolt book that he brought back.
Okay, perfect. That I know is the second level spell. Is he reading it in his book or in book? Is he reading it in bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no. He'd get up and he'd sit at the table.
Yeah, that's not like Al.
Yeah. He wouldn't read that in bed.
You discover that it is Melf's acid arrow.
Okay. Can you go ahead and try and learn it?
Yes, he can. Would you use a first level spell to maximize it to turn it into a rune, or would you keep it in its book form since the spell doesn't originally belong to Aldoris?
Keep it in book form.
Okay, that'll be a 4-hour read. Go ahead and make your Arcana check. Also, keep in mind the spells that maybe give you advantage on it are just okay. You know, yes, sir.
27.
You read it extremely thoroughly. So on hit, the target takes 44 acid damage and immediately, and then 2d4 acid damage at the end of its next turn. That 2d4 becomes 3d4 since you've gained a mastery of Melf's acid arrow.
3d4.
So yeah, it's 44 acid damage immediately and then 3d4 afterwards. So
sweet.
Not bad. Pretty good for level 2.
So that's a 4. That's how you spend your 4 or 5 hours. Not 44. 4d4. You throw the 4-sided dice 4 times. Eleanor, what are you doing currently?
I was actually gonna.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Go on.
In that first hour when they were getting up, I think Trimmer would have very briefly went to Eleanor's door and knocked on it. Assuming there is a door.
There would be a door. Yes.
God, I hope so.
All there are is just bees.
You just see this fucking sleep paralysis demon at the corner of the room, just staring at you with eyes sunken.
Yeah, she'd just be like, "Come in."
He'll look at you and kind of motion for you to follow him.
I shall follow.
Oh.
Could you put up the ward again in the boys' room? There's something we have to talk about.
Oh, yes, of course.
It has been 24 hours at this point. That is correct.
I'm just gonna walk right in. Not even.
Gideon.
They're all naked.
You know, Gideon is sleeping rather angeredly because of the book that he got. And you see Aldoris sitting there, very studious, is facing a book.
All right, I'm gonna tamper with the scrying thing.
Okay. As you begin to, before your Arcana check, you see. Wait, what? What? Shit. Hold on.
They're gone.
It's gone. It leaves.
We killed him.
No,
Wait, do I have to roll Arcana? Didn't we decide I have it for the week because of how?
So.
Oh, that was for the main room, wasn't it? Sorry.
Yes,
I'm
I
trying
think
to
it was either
remember.
for the main room or for your room. I think it was the main room that you have it.
I think it was the main room that we have it for the week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you see the eye appear, this floating fleshy eye sack.
Okay.
And go ahead and roll your Arcana check.
Okay. Can I get any assistance? Is that possible?
The only assistance that you can currently get is with your familiar spell.
Okay, I'll do that then.
That
The
gives you
cantrip for
the
Breebunn.
bonus proficiency, the plus whatever your proficiency is currently. Correct.
Perfect. Okay.
With a 20, yep, you're able to manipulate it. What would you like to manipulate the eye to see this day?
Probably just them, because it's a day off, so them studying in their rooms and then like going to get lunch or whatever, just normal business as usual, I'd imagine.
Okay. After you do so, the eye vanishes.
Right. Okay, should be good.
Okay, then he's gonna kind of, meet you outside the room and be like, last night, Headmaster Levin visited me.
What did he say?
Someone is aware of us having visited him and is trying to break that connection. He said he's trying to fix it, but there's I don't know. It seems they may have caught on to us in some way.
If you need a refresher of what Headmaster Levin says, I can give it to you as well.
Just to make sure I'm not missing anything.
Yeah. So the distorted thing, the distorted image of Levin says he's having trouble breaking through. Something is stopping him from doing that. So that's what's been said, but you're free to come to whatever conclusion that means.
Right. I know he didn't specifically say
correct
who was messing with it, just that something was.
Yeah, that he's been trying to get through for months now.
Okay.
But he can't because of the time dilation between the astral veil and Io.
So he hasn't forgotten about us. He's been trying for months on his side. There's something that's blocking it, and maybe we can help figure that out. And Trimmer's going to take out the 3 books that they had stolen together. I guess no, you have it. You have the books.
Yeah.
Trimmer will point at the books that's in your bag.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm assuming you haven't told the others yet.
I think we can trust Gideon. It just he kind of looks back at Al.
Right.
And it's he's sinisterly reading his book. It's like the lighting is the lighting's really harsh and the shadows are really dramatic. And Al looks up and his eyes turn red for a minute.
You just see him kind of glare, right? And he just stare at you, and then you're thinking, "What the fuck's he doing?" Al too. He goes back to
fuck.
I love it.
Well, I suppose we can just start discussing it, and if he wants to be a part of it, he can, but...
Well, what did you want to do today? I don't want to... Not that I care.
Wow. I was just gonna study. I mean, I didn't really have many plans anyways, so... but I think we should probably all discuss Levin and all of that then. So
I'll get the others.
I can just come in to this room if it's easier.
This is the boys' room.
Yeah, I understand that, Charmer, but
this is the boys' room.
Immaturity.
Trimmer walks over to Al. Wait. No, he's still like in the middle of reading.
Oh yeah, he's got 4 hours to go.
Oh, that might work if you wanted to not tell him.
Al, do you want to come for a group meeing? Or are you busy?
I'm rather busy. I'm actually making my way. Did
Perfect.
you know?
And he starts walking.
Oh.
He's gonna nudge. I climb into bed with him. I'm gonna nudge Gideon.
Yeah, Tremor.
Sorry to wake you, but Eleanor and I had wanted to talk about a plan.
All right, as long as it doesn't involve reading dumb books about arrows and wasted time.
Have fun, Al.
I'm having the world of a time.
God damn it.
I'll leave Otto to keep an eye on Al. He's just staring at Al blank, like pointedly, not moving for hours, for 4 hours, just like a statue, like a gargoyle, just staring at him.
Is Al used to this? From Otto at this point?
I don't even know if you'd notice it.
I guess if you're standing really still too, you wouldn't even like bother to scan the room. And just be,
Yeah, he just thinks he's alone with his books.
He's the opposite of ADD. He's super focused, but it can only be on one thing, but it's a pin focus.
That's actually one of the symptoms of ADD, or I guess one of the side effects.
Mhm.
Some people have like the hyper.
Oh, the opposite
Mhm.
effect.
elements of it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hyper focus. There it is. Yeah, I like that. I like that term.
Yeah, Tremor will say, so last night, Headmaster Levin visited me in my sleep. He managed to get a communication across, but he said it was difficult, that there was the attempt to block it.
A silence
trying
falls
for
over
months.
the room.
So we're not able to go back to the astral veil then.
Not yet, but he's working on it. It sounds like I'm the conduit for him. I'm the one that can be his connection. Can you like repeat what he said? I feel like I'm gonna misquote something. if I
No,
don't
it's
remember
fine.
it.
The main thing he pretty much said is he's been trying to open a pathway to the veil for like months on his side now, but something's been blocking, and he finally had a successful link essentially through you to communicate, but even that was distorted. Like something was trying to break through. He was trying to break through something that was preventing him from doing that.
Yeah, he'll relay that and say like, so Eleanor and I, when we were in the library yesterday, we managed to get these books. Boom, and we put them on the table.
Yeah, lay them out.
Getting to like pick one up casually and like thumb through it. You took these without the librarian noticing?
As far as we know.
Nice.
I'm thinking we can maybe read these today, or get some sense of what's possible, so that we can maybe unblock whatever is causing this on our end, or figure out a culprit.
That definitely sounds like a good use of our time. I have this feeling in my gut that it's going to have to do with Aldorus telling the headmaster about the astral plane.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me, but
But you said that Levin said he's been trying for months?
Yeah, on his side. Remember, the time is
Yes, and
different there.
And Al didn't tell the headmaster about the astral plane till probably well over a month over there. I mean, we came back to the school for a full week. So
Good point.
it might not be because of what he said.
hmm.
Regardless, we should read the books. Good idea. There's no flaming arrows in these books, right?
Not that I know of.
All right, 1 second. So the books that you have is, to recap, A Fatigue Remedy for Teleportation Sickness, Through the Looking Door, and Theory of Planar Travel. Which ones do you spend reading first?
If we
Will
all,
there be 3 of us?
yeah, we could each read a book and then tell each other.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. So you're gonna spend these are very hefty subject books. So I would say that for these books, they would probably take 8 hours. It would take the day essentially to read through all these books. So you would spend
Good thing we have a free day.
so you'd be spending your free day reading these books. Is that
Oh boy.
is that
Yeah.
what you'd like to do?
Probably important. I do really want to learn the Moldova handshake. If Eleanor
Yeah,
is
more dove handshake. Yeah.
Moldova, sorry. If you're willing to teach.
Yeah, I would like to try to teach you that for sure.
Okay. Do you want to like maybe spend the first is 8 hours? I mean, that's not the whole day. We would just be able to fit one more thing in between, right? 1 4-hour thing. Or it wouldn't even be 4 hours if she teaches me. I don't know. How does it work, Brett? If we were to attempt that.
So how it works is you'll have to do some Arcana checks, along with having a demonstration. I would say about 4 hours of Eleanor teaching you, and afterwards you may learn the spell right away, and may take some time. But more importantly, you may learn things about the spell that may not be as effective as the way as she can cast it. There's a lot of factors. So it's essentially a role play moment of skill checks. And over time, you may decipher parts of the spell. There's a variety of outcomes that can come. Nothing guaranteed is the one thing I would say.
Okay.
If we all read the same hefty book, is that going to shorten the 8 hours at all?
Probably not. And the only reason why is because this was more for gaining information and knowledge instead of trying to learn a spell.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
What if we each read the different chapters?
you
And the concepts in chapter 1 are lost on anyone starting in chapter 4.
it's you ever play that game where like you got a line of people and you like tell something to one person and they tell it to another person and the line just keeps breaking? Telephone, yeah. That's essentially what that would be like. It'd be extremely difficult to pull off.
And then we try to do this complex spell to fix the portals.
Yeah, and then
lack of knowledge.
you're ripped in half. Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly how that would work.
Okay, let's not do that. Well, what do you guys want to do? Is there anything else you want to learn in the meantime, Gideon? Do you want to join us in our study session, or do we just want to dive into the books?
I wouldn't mind diving into the books. Obviously, the plane travel book sounds like the most promising. So if you guys want me to hit that while you guys work on the handshake, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Or should we all just take a book?
Either one.
Yeah, I'm fine with either. Whatever we decide. Really,
We have
no
7
plan.
days to kill the Yeti?
6 now?
You're now on 6 days. Yeah.
Okay.
I just, what if we read one of these books and it opens up forbidden knowledge and then a monster comes out and I need to shake its hand?
Huh.
All right. Yes. Maybe I should teach you the handshake first then.
Tremor smiles.
He got what he wanted. Okay.
So
how do we go about this?
Is it patty cake?
So recap. Gideon, you're going to be reading a book, and then Eleonora and Tremor. Eleanor's going to try and teach Tremor the Mordo of Handshake, a spell that she developed.
I'm gonna cast Familiar Bond, and Otto's gonna just like slide over here, just barely moving at all, just kind of like a statue sliding.
Okay. You probably are going to want to be in more of an open space, like an open area,
Okay.
because of side effects potentially.
Yeah.
All right. So there are a couple of ways to do this. First, Eleonora, can you give me an intelligence check
Okay.
to try and decipher a couple of ways that you may be able to teach this? Ooh, intelligence of 19. So one moment, please. Let me get these notes out of how you would teach someone a spell that you have created on your own. This is your first time actually taking a spell that you've gained a mastery of, that you've crafted on your own, and trying to impart it on someone else. So there are two primary ways to go about this. There is a slower way that may actually take a couple of days of practice and training and time, especially since you'd have to write a book about this, which you haven't. Have you written a thesis on your spell yet? I don't think so,
We've been
Eleanor.
at school for how many weeks? We have not done that.
Which would take some time, but allow for an easier practice. So
Okay.
the difficulty here more so is how do you teach more than just teaching the spell. So you've come across two ways to do it. You could potentially teach the spell. Give me 1 second. It would take a week's time, but you can go ahead and teach manually the things that can be done with this. Or you could teach the spell potentially in 2 days' time, but this is a more dangerous route because this actually involves you using the spell on your student.
Oh. Okay.
so that they can understand and experience exactly everything there is within the
I feel like-
spell itself.
Tremor, I feel like, is gonna go for this more dangerous route.
Hey.
Hey, finger gun.
me.
So, for that, it would be about 4 hours of instruction. And then Tremor, I will allow you advantage on these Arcana roll checks to try and like determine and decipher it. But it would involve one. You would have to take one Mordo handshake.
All right. I can take it. What if it doesn't hit me? Or do I have to let it hit me?
You have to let it hit you.
Okay.
Well, it's now 2d20s, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
If it crit,
If you crit,
how
I'm
much?
dead.
Well, how much health do you have overall?
42.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, if you crit damage, I'm just gonna make it.
All right, am I doing this right now?
Yeah, what comes first, the damage or the?
So after I would say after 8 hours time of preparation and education, now comes for the actual test.
I thought it was 4 hours.
Sorry, 4 hours for the 4 hours of time. My apologies.
All right. Hit me. He closes his eyes.
Okay.
And he actually, I think he's gonna rotate the couch around to catch him because he's expecting to get blown
That's
back onto
smart.
it.
Okay.
If you insist. All right. What is happening to my? Oh.
So
I still let it hit me.
yeah, it's a critical.
I
It's
see. Okay,
but
yeah.
it's not a critical hit. That's the good part.
Should I do it at a? Wait, can I do it like
Maybe
weaker,
half
so
damage because it's a
1d20?
miss.
Or do I
Well,
have
if
to
it-
do it at its full?
So here's the option that I'll give you, Tremor.
Okay.
If you do half damage, it's gonna slow down the process of learning the spell. It still
I'll give
won't
it
be
to
like
me.
the 7
Fully
days.
charged.
Yeah,
Full
Give it to you
voltage.
fully charged. Wow.
10
I'm
points of
rolling
damage.
Terrible.
10 points. So you
Ooh.
take a 10 points of electric
Wow,
damage
holy
as you
fuck.
go flying back to the couch a little bit.
That wasn't that good. He's gonna look like
Listen,
some,
I just woke up. Can you give me a moment?
4 hours have
4
passed.
hours ago.
I haven't had breakfast.
That's true. You haven't had breakfast. Okay. Hey, look, it happens to everyone. All right.
Do you want me to teach you this or not? She's like
I do.
brushing her skirt
I
up.
do. I'm
All
sorry.
right. Then don't
You-
insult me. I'm your teacher.
You know me. That's all I can do.
God damn it. All right. Did I just do it again? Is that what we're doing?
Wait, you're just gonna keep zapping me? I thought it was only once.
One zap per day, you're
Just
good.
enjoying this too much.
Unless-
I slap you across the face.
Unless you decide to do it again, I would allow that to give a bonus to the education process. This is completely up to you, though.
Would that speed me up another day?
It'll give you a bonus on your Arcana checks that I'm going to be asking you here soon.
But I already have advantage, and I already have Monkey helping me.
So you don't have
Monkey.
I apologize. You don't have advantage. You're just going to be making 2 rolls today.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
fuck
like
it. Do it
it's
again.
kind of like a progress. Yeah, if you want to do it again, I will allow it to give you a bonus to those 2 rolls.
All right. Here we go. Should I
This
even
time
roll
with
for?
feeling.
Oh yeah, no, still did a
Whoa.
spell attack because it could be a crit.
Okay.
And there it is. And there it is. And there it is. And there it
I'm
is.
actually dead.
Roll.
What if I roll?
Gotta go from a 1 to a 20.
Yes.
Roll 4.
Insanity.
Roll 40 20.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Yes, fuel your anger.
Oh, my
my
god.
God.
Tremor is zapped back and knocked unconscious. You guys literally see this flash of electricity and light as then you hear the sound of a body hitting a wall.
You're gonna hear from the other room. Can you keep it down in there, please?
Okay. Tremor is down.
Tremor? Just go walk over to him. Tremor? Tremor!
Tremor, please roll a death saving throw.
Oh
My god.
Is this the 1d10, right?
1d20.
that go through?
I'm still waiting. You can also do a slash roll 1d20 and roll 20. Tremor, if this is how you die.
Imagine.
That's one success. So you can stabilize Tremor if you have a potion, or you can.
Medicine check would probably work.
If you are proficient in medicine, yes.
I'm definitely not.
Well, it was nice playing with you guys.
Uh,
Dad doing what I
Make
love.
him roll it out.
Here's the thing. You can also, you still have your not your benefactor, but you still have a teacher outside that can assist you. But
no,
Tremor
absolutely
wouldn't.
not. I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
you'd
as
rather
calmly
die.
as possible, I'm just gonna walk to the boys' bedroom. Walk in.
No!
Aldous?
No!
Aldous! I think I might have killed Tremor. Can you help me, please?
Sorry, can you speak up?
I think I may have killed Tremor. Can you help me, please?
No. Yes, okay.
He's never gonna hear the end of this. God damn it.
you see a very singed, burnt up Tremor.
I was trying to teach him Mordov handshake because he wanted to learn, and well, I underestimated my strength. So
Oh dear. Okay, hold on.
Reminder, Tremor has healing potions. He made them when we went to the astral field.
would we remember
Outdoors.
that though?
Outdoors leans down to do a medicine check to check if Tremor is dead.
Okay. You are
my God.
uncertain. Yeah, your
Ow.
mind is still in a bit of a fog from your study. Tremor,
You
can you
might
do?
have killed him.
Tremor, can you do
Right, that's what I
another
said.
death saving throw, please, Tremor? All right, that's one fail. So one success, one
Oh
fail.
my
All right,
God.
well, let's just get the teacher. It's not a problem.
Oh, Gideon.
Yes.
That's not a teacher's name.
Aldous, quiet. I think I hurt Tremor trying to teach him my handshake, and I think we have to get a teacher now. Unfortunately.
I feel like if we get a teacher, Tremor's gonna be really upset.
Well, do you have any idea what to do?
I check my character sheet to see if I'm proficient in medicine, and I'm not.
I'm pretty sure I gave you all the potions that we made. Also, I don't know if we haven't used the potion once the whole camp. Actually, I guess we did it in the dungeon the first time, but we should have potions.
Just so you know, you are on a time limit because Tremor is dying.
I don't think I have any potions.
I don't either. I have the seeds from
Put one in his mouth.
the magic beans. Sorry,
couldn't
not the
say them.
seeds. Let me look
The
at my.
giant
Wait a
tree
minute.
might sprout out of him and kill him immediately.
Outdoors going to go around to Otto and shake him. You can do something. Do it now.
Wait, I don't know how it works for a familiar when I'm down. Can I still control Otto? Or
So oh God, my ruling would be if you're unconscious, probably what would have happened is Otto would have fallen, since he's a homunculus, he'd have just fallen limp at that point, as if he was a
Yeah.
doll
Oh,
that just got
no.
turned off.
He's dead. All right, get a fire going.
This is gonna
Do you
be
think get the
Fire?
fire going?
Oh, wait.
We're not gonna cream it. We oh my
Burning his
goodness. Ow.
body. I mean,
He wouldn't
Oh,
want the teachers to know.
Tremor, I need you to make another death saving throw,
Oh
and
my
please
God.
don't roll a 1.
oh my God, I'm so scared.
He is dying right now. Like literally, you are seeing life
Oh my God.
is
right,
leaving
Get a
him.
teacher.
Yeah,
What's
I
that?
think we need a teacher.
Teacher.
Imagine
I
this.
don't remember his name at all.
What was the title that we gave him again?
The adult that watches the college dorms. I don't remember their name.
No, there was a title that
Yeah,
we
the
gave
title of that. What is that
prefects
title?
or
Yes.
a prefect. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on in here?
Tremor and Eleanor were doing some sparring, and Tremor's down, and he's bleeding out. And
In
he's by
your
the fire.
room? Why didn't you? At that point, he will blink over as fast as he can, sees that Tremor is down,
Oh, fuck.
and then pull out a healing potion to immediately feed it to Tremor. Tremor, you heal for 6 hit points and are now stabilized.
Oh,
He's
thank
gonna.
you very much, Professor.
What were you doing,
Slouch.
young man?
So
Gonna
before
look
we
up.
go on, can
Yes.
you roll another d20 just to see what would have happened if we didn't get a teacher?
Okay.
That's really curious.
Okay,
That'd be
you would have, yeah, you would have got,
Well,
you'd have
one more. Do one more.
Yeah, he wants to know
Just
if you
for
would have
that, I want
died.
to see if he would have survived or died.
Nope.
Okay.
I died.
Yep.
Oh,
In
Oh
2
my
rounds would have
God.
died
It was the
immediately.
right
Would have
decision. It
died.
was the right decision.
Yeah. And
Holy
we
fuck.
would have gone down a completely different arc at that point in time that I already was like in my head, like, all right, I think this is what would happen. So, Jesus Christ, what a peaceful day at school turned into an almost death.
Our day off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe we're all joking about the crit, and then it fucking came, and you rolled like almost max damage on the crit.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a
Christ.
lot of damage.
14, 17, 15. Jesus.
What were you doing, young man?
Can I lie down?
You may. I recommend you rest for the remainder of the day. I shall inform the headmaster of this. And then he walks away.
Thank you,
Uh,
Professor. Have a
Professor-
fine evening.
Professor,
Yes.
we were under the impression that, we weren't allowed in the library, and we're pretty much confined to this room. So please do relay that to the headmaster as well when you pitch that we were overacting in our dorm. Perhaps give us a little more freedom, and we won't have to do everything in these 4 walls.
He will stare at you for a moment and then give a nod. I shall push forward the recommendation. Master Tremor, I do recommend you get some rest. Your classes will continue tomorrow. And then he will walk away.
Tremor will crawl over and lie on the couch.
Oh, I was going to
Trevor-
sit there.
I'm sorry that I'm so powerful.
He, while lying down, you'll see like he points his hand up and he's like, "That, I want to learn how to do that."
You
Well-
can't handle that.
Maybe next time.
Why did you guys get the professor?
You were dying. We didn't know what else to do.
You could use these potions I made. Takes out the healing
Ow.
potions he made from the astral plane.
God
How
damn
can
it.
we be so sure that they're effective?
He's gonna just straight up ignore Al.
Well, now that we know you have potions on you, we'll make sure the next time Eleanor kills you, we'll use those.
Yeah,
Yes.
just take them. And he'll give each of you one of the healing
Perfect.
potions.
Yeah.
Was it
What was
lesser
that?
healing?
I think it was just a basic.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a potion of healing. Yep.
Okay.
Very well. I just finished my book.
That's true.
Would you like to hear about it?
Brick, can I still roll? I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna pretend. I'm gonna like server mute Al on my head.
Oh my God.
At
Sorry,
that
I wish I
point,
let him die.
I,
I could have killed him. I could have killed him. Magic missile twice. He would have been dead.
I'm going to say, after experiencing the full range of the Mordove handshake, you may make 2 rolls, and I will be adding some bonus numbers to it.
Nice.
Is the bonus the damage I took? Because I hope
It's not. I will say your roll there is going down to be a 19 instead of 11. Go ahead and make another roll. A 6. Yep. So I will say out of the 2 days you needed for this expedited course, that you have successfully learned more about what you can gain from the Mordove handshake, and you've come to an alarming discovery. A spell of this power and magnitude will require a bit of a sort of physical cost on the caster.
Ooh,
However, what's more alarming to you is the fact that Eleonora is able to do this without suffering that physical cost.
that's weird.
You
What the hell?
theorize because of your rolls, this may have been to do because she was the one that unlocked the mark.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Hmm.
That's concerning. What is the physical cost?
Every time you cast the spell, you also have to roll a 1d8 and take that much in damage.
1 sec.
This is I feel like I just instinctively checked my inventory to make sure I don't have that fucking thing in my pocket still. God. Scared. What was that thing called again, Brett?
The what? The mark?
It's in my pocket still.
Did you remove it?
I
never-
thought
I'll-
I did.
I don't think you ever removed it.
Okay.
As
it's
the
not
DM
supposed to be there.
As the DM,
Okay.
I'm telling you, you never removed it.
Okay, it's not supposed to be there. I was really scared for a second.
It was almost terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm removing it right now.
I should have said it was supposed to be there. Tom.
Really scared. Fuck.
Did Criken stepped away.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What is everybody else doing for the day?
I'm continuing my 8-hour book reading session on
Sorry, I'm back.
planar travel.
No worries, no worries. Did you hear what I said though about you picking up?
Yeah,
If you
the
wanted to-
1d8.
So
If
yeah.
I cast it.
So every time you cast, it's going to be specifically 1d8, and that 1d8 gets more powerful as you scale the spell up as well. So it becomes 1d8, becomes 2d8, which becomes 3d8, which becomes 4d8.
Jesus.
That'll be inflicted upon yourself whenever you do cast the spell. So you can learn
Did I
it.
get the sense that in a spell creating course, I could create a similar spell, or
It's more the fact that the spell itself is incredibly powerful, to the point where that even though you're dealing that damage to your target, it's also going to give you a bit of a kickback. I will tell you though, it would be electric damage. So if you had something that would give you resistance against electricity or even immunity against electricity, you will not suffer that knockback.
interesting. Okay. I think he's just gonna lie on the couch for the rest of the day, and if they have one of the books that we're gonna be researching, I think he's just gonna just stare at like he's gonna,
Begin reading it.
yeah, because he cannot move. He's got nothing else to do.
Okay. Well,
I think I'll have Otto go get the book for me.
Okay. So you begin to your initial reading. Absolutely.
But which book is left?
I believe. Let me get this out real quick. Oh, geez, hold on. Got so many documents. Which book are you reading currently, Gideon?
The planar travel.
Okay, 1 second. Man, I had the books open. Something. There it is. Perfect. So the 3 books that is to be read is A Fatigue Remedy of Teleportation Sickness, Through the Looking Door, or The Theory of Planar Travel.
Oh, so there's 3.
Those are the 3
There's
books.
4 books.
3
Oh.
books. A Fatigue Remedy for Teleportation Sickness is 1. Through the Looking Door is the 2nd. And then The Theory of
think-
Planar Travel. Which one were you reading, Gideon?
That's one Gideon's reading.
I think he's reading the
Planar
theory.
Travel.
Okay, cool.
I think
Uh,
Otto would grab Through the Looking Door.
Okay.
I could start reading the remaining one. What was that one again?
A Fatigue Remedy for Teleportation Sickness.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start reading that.
You'll have to start reading it in the beginning. You'll read the beginning of it today and have to finish the rest of it on the next day and on tomorrow, which will be your school day.
Right.
I will say, Gideon, after reading the theory of planar travel, it goes into information about how theoretically to travel between the variety of different planes out there. Also, it gives you the theory of alternate planar existence around Io, including the elemental planes, this is a first mention that you would have read of that they exists. The fact that Io itself is compromised with a variety of elements, these elemental planes keep Io within its balance. To travel between these planes, you'll have to manipulate a place that is known as the Labyrinth Veil, which you do recall traveling from Astral Veil back to the material plane of Io. You traveled through this makeshift plane, the Labyrinth Veil. So it goes a little bit more into that. That the Labyrinth Veil is essentially a linking point between all these variety of planes. Essentially, and the Labyrinth Veil shapes itself in a different variety of ways so that you can transition to a plane safely. Mostly, it's a book explaining about the properties and how to manipulate the Labyrinth Veil into something of your liking so that you can safely travel to different planes. Even though this doesn't give you necessarily theories or information of why Levin cannot communicate or cannot teleport you guys from the astral there to the Io, vice versa currently. It does kind of give you the understanding and the theories more of the Labyrinth Veil. And if you want to make a note that you have gained a sort of like knowledge point into the Labyrinth Veil, which will help you develop teleportation spells in the future.
Okay.
I know that was a lot to explain, but does that make sense?
Yes, mostly makes sense. And I'm going to take the key takeaway of I can do better with teleportation spells.
Yeah, with planar travel, yeah.
Planar travel.
Cool. Yeah, so you can even say planar travel 1 in your feat. And then eventually what that'll do is when you gain more of the access of the ability to create spells that specifically teleport to specific planes, instead of essentially the takeaway here is instead of there being this universal spell that goes, I'm going to teleport to whatever plane I want, you have to develop an actual specific planar teleportation. So if you, for example, are like, I want to go to the plane of fire, you need to develop a spell that specifically teleports you to the plane of fire. And it's definitely for more of like a higher level spellcaster. Nothing that you not one that you're not there yet, essentially, but this gives you the knowledge to go ahead and do so.
Okay. I'll pretty much relay all of that to Eleonora and Tremor.
Perfect.
And Al, since he's in the room now, I'll just let him know, hey, I read this book that says all that.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. For the other books that have just been read, I can give you a little bit of a brief introduction. Eleonora, the initial read, you've got a fatigue remedy of teleportation sickness. It really it goes in the beginnings of the fact that there is sometimes a side effect when you teleport that creates a bit of an illness. You can tell what the book does if you continue to read it, which you'll spend another 4 hours doing, and you'll have to wait until the next day to do so. Is that it gives you ways to get around that side effect of teleportation, essentially. And then Tremor Through the Looking Door. It's a very complicated book that goes into like the theoretics of the composition of planes, essentially. It's a very like heavy book. It's kind of like if you were to read like a book of science now, there's a lot of terms that are being explained that you kind of understand, but maybe don't. So for that, I will require an intelligence check from you to see if you can decipher the book well.
Okie dokie. I think I'll have +2 or +3 from my proficiency with familiar bonds, right?
Yes, I'll allow it.
Okay, so 16.
So the 16 Through the Looking Door kind of starts to talk essentially about the physics of planes and how it all works together. That everything kind of needs to be laid over and in sync. But what catches your eye is that it kind of goes into the theory that everything needs to line up, especially when it comes to like planes and the veils, since the veils are this like blanket, essentially like this curtain over actual planes. That it is both part of and not part of the material plane that you're on, and that it's very easy to knock that off balance. You could theorize with this book that it may actually give you some more information about it the more you read about it. But the theory that you're beginning to understand is something might be off, and that is that's all the details that I can really give you with the beginning of the book that you've read.
Okay, that's helpful.
That would be your day. Your yikes, your free day. What do you all do for the evening? Also, I would like to make note, you guys really haven't had a chance to eat at all yet, so.
Is the dining hall open like all the time?
It's open until it closes at about 10 in the evening, where everyone is supposed to be back in your dorms.
Dorms. Okay. Maybe we should. Can we go down and like bring stuff up? Like
Yeah,
a bunch of stuff?
They've told you're free to do that. You're literally able to walk back and then just like come back with a variety of foods.
Trimmer will call from the couch. Can you get me some food? I'm
Yes.
hungry. And crispy.
Suppose we could get you some food. Are you guys hungry? She's gonna ask Gideon and Aldorus.
Yeah, I could definitely use a bite.
All right.
Yes, of course.
Well then, we could go down, get some food, bring it all up here, continue studying or whatever we want to do.
Perhaps we should set off for the day and find that Yeti.
Wait, it's nighttime, right?
It's been 8 hours in like about 8 to 10 hours. Yeah.
So it's like 4 to 6 p.m. right now.
Aldorus, we've been studying all day. It's late.
Oh, I only read one book.
I mean, Al could read another book, and he had 4 hours to kill between.
Yes, he
finishing the
can.
book.
Yes, he can.
He would have read a book.
Well, then what book does he read?
Likely the Handy Sun.
Okay. I will let you know that spell is Fireball. Wait, just kidding. That's not Fireball.
Oh.
It is Flaming Sphere.
Oh, all right. Well, double proficiency, I suppose. What's our current proficiency? Is it 3?
I believe it is 3 currently.
Yeah.
All right, so that would be 16.
You will have just gained a normal proficiency of Flaming Sphere. So you can cast the spell as normal, but you do not have the mastery of it yet.
Fantastic.
Flaming Sphere, the 2nd level spell. Eleanor, are you going down to the dining hall to get food for everybody?
Yeah, I'd go down with whoever wants to come with.
I will come.
All right, let's go then.
One moment. All right. Eleonora and Aldorus, put yourself over there as you're walking across the hallway.
Okay.
And Aldorus.
Yeah, just grabbing it.
It's
Oh.
all right, yeah, feel free to walk down the hall.
Aldorus.
Hello.
Hello. As I'm right next to you. Do you know what's on the menu for tonight?
Of course I do. Brett?
It is prepared sliced ham used as leftovers to make a nice sandwich with a fine Ishtarian mustard that you could use the side of that sandwich. In addition to that, the leftover ham has also been chopped up and processed into a pea soup. They do enjoy pea soup here. You can get yourself a refreshing salad, as well as water, cow's milk, or an apple juice.
Ooh, apple juice.
Yes, it's sweetened though, so do be careful for the apple juice.
Thank you. Are you implying I need to watch my figure, Al?
No! Your teeth! Your teeth!
What's wrong with my teeth?
Vocal components of spells require you to be very good with your mouth. If you lose your teeth, you might lose your speech, and then you have to relearn everything.
I had to bite my tongue really hard not to say some cursed shit.
It would have been lost to now anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
Meanwhile, Tremor and Gideon, what are the two of you doing?
I think I'm just watching Tremor to make sure he doesn't choke on his own blood.
Do you want to walk over into the living area so you can?
Yeah,
Just-
I'll probably light a fire and sit on the couch.
What's Tremor doing right now currently? Tremor? Oh, Tremor mute.
Might have stepped away.
Tremor has fallen slightly unconscious from...
He might be sleeping, honestly. He's just role-playing right now.
Yeah, at this point, he's kind of sleeping because because of unfortunately what happened to Tremor with the horrible accident. All right. We return back to the hallway where the two of you have gotten your food.
Sorry, I was getting my food actually.
No.
I was away.
IRL.
No worries.
Alright. I think we would have tried to, well, Eleanor would have tried to grab as much food as possible so that
Yeah,
they
you-
can, like,
At this point, you have plates and bowls of foods
Okay,
on
cool.
trays as you're walking back.
they really should provide us some sort of room service here, I swear.
I quite like this. It's routino. In fact,
Wonderful.
I hate the fact
She's
we're not
gonna
eating
hand
in
you
there.
another one of her plates.
Oh!
You said you quite like it, so there you go.
I meant seeing the cafeteria. Balance is a really difficult thing.
I believe in you, Aldoris.
Can I have the
it's
two
not
of you?
about belief.
Can I have the two of you roll a perception check, please?
Oh.
Of course.
Nothing gets past us. Jesus.
I'm focused on the plates. Damn it.
Continue.
Okay. Fuck.
Oh, I almost spilled the milk.
No one cares about milk. It's all about the apple juice.
What?
She's definitely right.
What?
Wrong.
At this point, Al and Eleonora will have returned with the food.
Okay.
You're
That's
free to
okay.
bring your tokens back up if you'd like. Oh, there you go. Perfect.
All right.
Lays it down on the table.
Yeah, lay it down on the table.
At this point, you will have arrived. The room is feeling a little cozy and warm. As you probably are aware about immediately, that Gideon has set a fire.
Tremor goes, "Ugh, ugh." He dozed off inches from death again. Sorry, were you saying something, Gideon?
No, nothing. Just enjoying the fire, making sure you don't choke on your blood. It's fine. You just fell asleep. You're good.
The fire reminds me of the moment my skin calcified from the burns of the electricity.
You definitely are marked. Yeah, you definitely still have paddle marks and
It
scorches.
kind of sucks that fires are ruined for you forever. But I think the food's here, so.
I'll get over it. Let's just,
You just see a plate of sloshed over soup and sandwiches, with a variety of glasses of milk and apple juice.
would start
Thank you for
digging
getting the
in.
food, guys.
No problem.
You're most welcome. Though, this pea soup, I must say, it's not very good.
Is pea soup ever good?
No, never.
Yes!
Hmm.
Mother makes it quite well.
I just don't understand how you can make peas appetizing, let alone by squishing them up and No.
Ugh,
Oh my
Cannot
goodness. Is
agree
that apple
more.
juice? What did they get apple juice here?
I don't know,
Yes.
but it's amazing. Tastes delicious.
Al's gonna lift his apple juice and just gonna stare at it for a moment, look at his pea soup, and just pour a bit in.
Oh my god. Visceral reaction from me. Sorry. Jesus Christ.
Spoon it, taste it.
Yeah.
Ugh. Taurus, why would you do that?
Magic is about experimenting.
Ugh. Eleanor's gonna get up and sit over here. She can't. She's gonna start gagging if she watches him eat that.
Tremor, are you doing anything unusual or weird with your food?
No, Brett. I'm gonna eat it like a normal person.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot
No,
you were
Brett.
eating. No. All right.
I'm eating the burger.
At that point in time, your prefect will walk in. Lights out, student. You're eating now.
I know. It's all out of whack.
Well, all right then.
When Al says that, I just stare at his apple pea soup.
So gnarly. Jesus.
All right then. I'll give you some time to finish your food, and then it's off to bed. Now, tomorrow you must return to your classes, your areas of focus for study. And for your afternoon classes, you must decide between the following. Either the creation and forging of magical armaments, or alchemy, where you will learn potion making and ingredients. I will need the four of you to decide again what class you go together. I'll be right here. Then he walks off in the corner.
Takes one step into the corner. Well, I guess we're gonna go for the magic items, right? We didn't even know Tremor had potions on him. I think alchemy's a little lost on us.
I think Al's gonna be pouring a bit of milk and apple juice at the same time and go,
I hate alchemy. Let's go for the magic items instead.
Are you putting milk in your apple pea soup?
He will
Ugh.
walk out around the corner and
It's a
just
spoon puts in his mouth.
No.
No, I've ruined it.
Yeah.
But he continues eating.
Oh. Tremor's gonna
Taurus. Ugh.
painfully hobble up and try to move to a farther away seat as well.
I believe that Gideon is correct. Magic items are superior.
I think alchemy has its place, but I'll go with whatever the group wants.
That's just because you like doing it with those strange fellows.
what?
The astral plane fellows. You got along with them way too well. How do we know you're not possessed?
Al, your milk apple pea soup is talking. Shut your mouth. He's fine.
Wait, is the prefix still in here, right?
He's right there.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
he is still there.
What an
Would,
awful
would anyone like to make a perception check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tremor doesn't even need to.
My body is here we go.
My body is.
As Al was mixing his milk and juice together with the pea soup, he turned around to face the corner. But Eleonora, when he talks about those astral guys with the potions,
Oh boy.
he kind of like turns his head a little bit, but doesn't seem to make a big deal of it.
Okay.
But you see him, he like kind of turns his head a little bit as if
Okay.
to try and listen in.
Okay. Think about this for a sec.
Kill him.
If someone's charmed, they know, right?
Yes.
Okay. Like they know after
Uh,
or during, or I mean after rather.
they would know afterwards. Correct.
Okay. Damn. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, when the spell ends, it'll know it was under the effect of a charm spell.
Okay. Damn. Okay.
Anyway,
Anyways,
Magic
yeah.
items
Continue.
then, yes.
magic items.
Is that what the group has decided?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So you can at that point you're free to beckon him over, and you'll state to him magic items, and you'll give a nod to all of you and says, "All right, you're aware of your schedule. After first meal, you will then go to your respected classes for your individual studies, your focused studies, and after second meal, you will then head over and learn more about the creation of magical armaments over on the second floor of the school." And then he will give you a nod. And yeah, he says, in addition, we have a specialized area for you in the library so that you may resume your studies and get a bit of fresh air, as it were, if you do decide to head to the library later. Tomorrow.
Wonderful.
Yes. Quite. And at that point, he will say, "Is there anything else that you require of me?"
Some peace and quiet, please.
He will, without a word, walk out.
Always disturbing.
Aldoris, you really need to be careful with what you let come out of your mouth when...
Oh, you saw me spit it out. I meant to keep it in my mouth. It's just
Well, yes,
so
that
disgusting.
is really disgusting. But secondly, I mean talking about the astral plane and the potions so candidly in front of the prefect.
Oh no, I told the headmaster about my run-in with those folk.
Do you think she shared that information with everyone at the school so you can just talk about it freely?
Does it matter?
She's just gonna kind of rub her
As
temples.
long as the old school isn't brought up, then they won't care.
Tremor's
The
gonna-
easiest way to hide something is in plain sight. You skip over a certain detail, and it makes it look like a more forthright story.
Well, the problem is, Aldoris, the rest of us lied about that. So.
Oh,
there's
yes, I said your-
discrepancies.
No, I said your brains are inferior to mine, and when Nigel did the mind magic, you all had a lot of your memories removed. He actually had quite a mocking session over it.
Eleanor's just gonna get up and go to bed.
Same with Tremor. He doesn't even
Play.
say anything to that.
Oh, get in. We should sleep.
Yes, thank you, Al. You're so smart.
Oh, thank you.
This is giving me like Terrace House vibes.
What do you mean?
Just like how the conversations happen and like people
Happen,
leave and they'll like
yeah.
kind of get a
Microaggressions.
sign. Yeah, like
Yeah.
tons of microaggressions and like
Yeah.
someone's oblivious to all of it, which is just Al who's just like, oh, guess it's just time to sleep. It just goes to bed.
All right. So your day has wrapped up. You will now go to your main day where you will all have breakfast, head over to your main classes, which is your areas of studies. Has everyone picked out the spell they're going to learn at the end of the week?
I haven't because you told me no.
I have not as well.
I told you no? Oh, to
You
the
told
one
him no?
to the spell that you were going to. Oh, I see. I
You
see.
told me, you said you had plans, so I was like, okay.
No, oh no, I have plans for the spell that you picked before, but you still can pick a spell.
Oh wait, so I can pick that spell even though it was like a
Oh
weird.
no, not that spell. But go ahead and pick another spell. but I have plans for that spell, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so without you knowing the spell that I'm going to pick, you already have plans for it.
What? No. Okay. The first spell that you selected was like a time magic spell, like a timey-wimey spell. What I was saying to you was like, oh, maybe there's something that we can do where you can get more into time. But for now, let's not pick that spell.
I understand.
Yes.
I understand. That spell, you have a plan for it in the future.
Yes, correct.
And you need me to pick a new spell.
Correct, because you still learn a spell.
And I got nothing for you right now.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You have a week. You have a week to do it. You have a week to do it. So I just wanted to check in. You're evocation, right?
I'm evocation, yeah.
Yeah, you could learn Fireball.
I mean, you could learn Fireball. That is absolutely correct.
I'm a little tilted about Fireball because I was really hoping the book that I picked out was Fireball. But
Right.
It wasn't.
I'm
was
sorry.
Arrows.
Neither of our books were. It was rough.
So, oh yeah. So feel free to think about it. You don't have to answer now. Just something in the back of your mind.
You already have mine, right?
Yeah. You. What was the spell that you wanted to learn?
It was like summon undead spirit, I think.
Okay. Cool.
Mine was major illusion.
Mastery spells. Okay, cool, awesome. So yeah, just think about it. Just go ahead and think about it. You still have that. 5 days, by the way, until you must complete your task
Yeti.
with the
Listen,
Yeti.
what even happens if we don't complete our task?
You fail the assignment.
And
We can't do that.
It's not an option in Eldoris's mind, okay? Not allowed.
I mean, you're absolutely free to be like, we didn't do it, and then it's like,
Take that.
Doris would 100% go and fight on his own and die.
outdoors will absolutely go up. Yeah. I mean, it's an assignment, so you would just fail. You would fail the assignment, and it would.
assignment. Okay, that's fine.
It would affect your. Excuse me.
It would affect your education.
It'll reflect your transcripts, dude.
Oh, my transcripts for the next school that I go to that has a gin in the basement. I can't wait. I need good marks.
So yeah, I mean, it's a school, so you just teach at that point. I'm
Once
not
these
gonna
kids
do
realize
it.
that degrees are just pieces of paper, Brett, it's over for you. Just be it.
Oh my god.
I can't wait. It's so good. Just wait a minute. What if I don't do it? Well, then you fail the assignment. Why the fuck would I care? All right. So before we continue, you guys want to take a little bathroom break?
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Are you guys? Bree immediately sprinted away. Like I could tell immediately. I said bathroom break. She was gone immediately. You guys having fun? You enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
No,
Does
Brett,
Trimmer have,
I laugh when I'm miserable.
Oh, okay. All right. Just checking.
does Twippa have any visual signs that he was grievously injured yesterday?
As you heal with full, once your hit points received full, I leave it up to the player, depending. If you would like to go ahead and give yourself a scar, or visible thing, I will allow it. But you don't have to have that.
Someone in chat was talking about lightning scars. I might look that up. 'Cause that sounds.
Yeah, if you want to have lightning scars, go for it.
Lightning scars are so sick.
That's like really fucking badass.
Bree, are you enjoying yourself today?
Yes.
Now I will use the bathroom. I'll be back in say 2 minutes.
Sweet.
Be right back. All right, guys, let's take a bathroom break, and we'll also do an ad break so that we can micromanage these auto mid-roll ads that Twitch is doing now, which I absolutely love. Thank you, Twitch, for making my life for doing a D&D show a lot easier. Smile. I'll be right back. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. 5 ads later. Yeah, it's about a minute and a half of ads. So we can turn it off for everybody. I want to see them level up. It's probably going to be a minute before they level up, guys. We've entered the slow season of leveling. They're all level 6 now, so D&D games usually slow. Everyone levels up pretty slowly. So, all right. Let me see what everyone's doing. Hello. Everyone back?
Hello.
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 Is Mr. Joefudge here?
Joe's always here.
Joefudge. Is Mr. Criken here? All right, we'll wait for Criken and Joe. Paging Mr. Fudge.
Paging Mr. Fudge.
Mr. Fudge. Not even like harassing Joe right now. I'm just literally just paging Mr. Fudge.
Real talk, I actually think that apple juice is one of the most underrated juices in the world.
Real
It's
talk,
so good.
I didn't like apple juice as a kid.
What?
But you're an adult now and you're smarter, so
Yes.
you like it now.
Yes,
You know
yes.
what's really good is sparkling cider.
Yeah, I'm down
Yes.
for that.
So good.
It's just like people always for breakfast, they're like, I want orange juice. I want this. And everyone, apple juice is for children. It's not for
It's
children.
not. It's so good.
Apple juice, I think, gave me like a stomach ache when I was younger. So yeah,
Okay.
Bad association.
I had a bad
Yeah.
Same thing with ranch dressing. I had a salad with ranch dressing, and then the next day I threw up. You know, mommy, I threw up, and then I did that, and that I couldn't eat. Yo, what's up? I couldn't eat salads. I literally blamed ranch dressing and salads for a while, and every time I would eat a salad, I would get sick when I was young. I feel sick, and I'm like,
Wow.
I can't eat that anymore. So, but now I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with apple juice.
Now all you eat is ranch and salads. That's
yeah,
like the only thing
I
you
drink
eat.
ranch. It's high in calories. Gives me all the energy I need.
What a disgusting thing. I drink ranch.
Hey, it's so condensed. It's
You should try ranch in your pea soup.
Yeah, that I don't think that sound. I don't think that'd be bad at all. Actually, if you mixed up some ranch and pea soup.
Ugh.
Why did you suggest it?
Pea soup, more like disgusting. Put it away.
What did
Oh,
Can't-
true.
I like pea soup. Nobody likes pea soup here.
No.
It's just like,
Al
what are you
does.
doing?
You and Al share the
What
same
is
taste.
you doing?
Yeah,
The problem with pea soup is that it is it's death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
argument. All right, so we're back. I could care less what anyone thinks of pea soup. It's not a.
It's taking offense to pea soup.
How
Fine.
dare
I don't
you?
need you guys to validate my enjoyment of pea soup. Let's play D&D. Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative. Oh,
We're gonna
everybody
be fighting
died.
a pea soup yeti right now.
Well, it's time for some excitement.
Here we go.
All right, everybody come in to the magic item crafting class. Yes, come in now. Come in. Oh, we seem to be missing somebody.
No,
Good.
I'm here. I'm right here. Open your eyes.
You idiot. Oh. Hello there, Master Aldorus. Greetings,
Yes,
students. Come around. Gather round, please.
Does he have fire in the background of his portrait?
Yeah. He
He
does.
looks like Jim Carrey.
I'm Professor Jim
would say
Carrey. No. I'm Professor Finkow. It's a pleasure to meet each and every one of you. I've heard that you all are, each of you individually and together are extremely gifted, which is why you have been suggested to do a specialized line of courses. Is that correct?
That's what we're told. Yes.
Oh, very well. Well, then we might have to skip a little bit of the beginning of the basics. Tell me, how well are you in the creation of magic items? Have you begun creating your own
No.
items at all?
We've never done this before in our lives.
Oh,
Gideon bows to his queen and says, Eleonora is the queen of crafting items.
the
All
queen,
hail the queen!
the queen of crafting items. Well, my lady. And then he kind of gives like an exaggerated bow, not out of like being rude or mean, but just like being a little
Playful.
like playful. Yeah, exactly.
She is enjoying this way too much.
Like everyone's joking around, and she's like
It's
actually.
about time I received some respect around here. Recognition.
So what?
Tremor will look to Al and kind of nod and be like, "Yeah, we've not really messed with magic specifically items. She just has an eye for
Her
pretty
father
things."
sent it.
Yeah,
Wait, what did you say, Al? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Her father sent it.
So-
She keeps
right.
taking credit for it, but I don't think it's her work.
Well,
Well,
my
we don't know that,
father
Al.
starts it,
Maybe-
and then I add to it. So yes, in the family, I've learned quite a bit. But it's
Oh.
definitely fibbing because obviously we're trying to
yeah,
cover
we're
up
trying to.
the
Yeah.
actual
yeah.
plain shit.
All right, he nods. He says, "Well, all right. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Creating magic items and ornaments it can be a very difficult task in itself. Very difficult, very expensive. Fortunately, as part of your tuition, you've paid for, you're able to actually spend time in this sort of magic item lab here to create some of your own magic items with material components that we shall provide for you. So it is something that I'm very excited for you about, and something I believe you're actually going to use to pick up over time. So I'd like to go ahead and give a little bit of instruction of how exactly to create some magic items." He kind of puts away a book and then grabs another one, now understanding what everyone's skill level is. Magic items itself, the finest of artisans will create a wondrous amount of magic items on their own, but I genuinely believe that to create a fine-tuned magic item, it requires more of a village than a singular artisan. And that is why I believe this is more of a group effort. Do you understand, students? And then it begins to
Yes.
walk over here. Good. I'd like to go ahead and see exactly what you could do. So one of your first things you'll be doing as an assignment is to create this. And what he does at that point is pulls out what appears to be like a small hammer, essentially. It's a well-crafted hammer. It appears as if it doesn't have like any imperfections at all. And usually with the blacksmith's hammer, you can see like the dents and things like that where someone hammered it, but this one just appears to be pristine. And he actually puts it down on the table. The head of the hammer appears to be that of a platinum tilt, with the leather straps around the hilt tied nicely with a little bit of a golden sheen to it. This, my dear students, is your artisan tools. It will assist you in the process of making magic items in the future, so that you'll be able to create these items with relative ease. Anyone can attempt to create a magic item, but you need to refine your tools that'll stick around with you for life. And then he points at the hammer. How old do you think this hammer is? And he presents that question to the four of you.
Can we
Adam's
make
puts
like
his
a
hand up.
perception check? to,
Yeah,
like-
how do we do?
Yeah, you can go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
Our perception rolls today, huh?
Yeah. I don't know why D&D Beyond rolled 2 for me. I don't know.
Tremor is still in pain from the electric shock of getting shot.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, when he woke up, you would all have noticed a little lightning bolt on his forehead, a scar left behind. But I'm kidding.
Thank God. I was like biting my lip. I was like, if this is what we want to do.
No, I was actually thinking I could do like, because the lightning scars are a really interesting idea, and I kind of like that, like maybe from like spiraling up to his neck almost. There's
Yeah.
like a light scarring of this like a lightning pattern.
I can even
from
talk
where
to
he was-
Sea Bear to change
Although, I
your
guess
image
if
around
it
a
was
little
a
bit.
handshake,
Wait, I got
Pearl
image
would have been on the
dude.
hand, so maybe up the
I
arm.
mean, I could technically
You need-
touch you anywhere for it. It's just touch.
Yeah. Well, it's
You
up
should
to you.
do
It's
this.
basically where you touched me. I think I would have.
I grab you
a lightning
around
scar.
the neck.
That's the lightning scars you need, dude.
Oh no.
Just a young
Ah.
Trevor looking like that.
Wait, what is it?
So you're saying Tremors should look like Emperor Palpatine now?
Yeah.
Is what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Joe's
Feel
saying
your
that.
Oh, fuck.
Oh
But yeah,
boy! Oh
I think
boy!
he's got some lightning scarring.
That's kind of
Oh boy! All right. Yeah, we'll talk about that. And like I said, maybe we'll even change your token around a little bit to reflect that. See a little evolution in Tremor's appearance. But to go back to the initial question, Eleonora, Gideon, and Tremor, you're not really sure of the question.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you're sure of the question, but you're just like, I don't know. It looks brand new. And Aldoris, I mean, this hammer looks like it's never been used.
Wow. That's a brand new hammer, that is.
Thank you, Aldoris. And he will then pick it up and said, this has been a tool of mine now for over 20 years.
Not possible. I wait to believe it's magical.
That's correct, Master Aldoris. Your magical armaments will always be in the most pristine condition because magic courses through it. And it allows you to create magical items and armaments with a better ease. So, the first thing that you will be doing, and I will be tasking you for, that I believe that you'll be able to finish by next week, is I want each of you to create this, a simple artisan's hammer, which you will then be able to use to craft your own magical armaments. I also would like to go ahead and state that once you successfully create one of these, you can then use it to aid in your partner's creation of their artisan's hammer. You will have a
Don't we just use yours?
at that point he'll kind of like put it to his side, like almost in like a tool belt, and he says it is paramount that the first magic item that you create is your own artisan's hammer that you will be able to use for, well, your lifetime, in your exact professional experience to create all of your magical items.
How much for yours?
Does he actually ask that?
Yeah.
Mine is not for sale. As he chuckles a
Okay.
little bit. And yeah, at that point he'll kind of like walk over and he'll gather all the materials you need. He shows all the materials you need. He places it down on the table, and he'll mention you will have access to this lab within the normal school hours to work on this whenever you need to. But as mentioned before, you will be required to create 4 hammers to receive a satisfactory grade by next week. Do you have
Shouldn't be too hard.
do you have any questions? And I'll be more than happy to show you how to do it as well, at least for the first hammer. And then I'll expect you to take care of the creation of the other hammers as well.
So do we need the hammers to make magical items?
You do not, but they will provide you a valuable tool in the assistance of the creation of magical items.
We use the hammer as a weapon?
I suppose you could, but I don't know why you'd want to bloody such a fine tool.
Because the enemy needs to be bloodied.
But why would you bloody your hammer?
Well, you want me to bloody my fists?
No, I would expect you to create your own magical armament specifically for bloodying. You wouldn't want to use a
show me how to do
fire
that?
hammer. Right, I would like you to create your hammer first, and then we will go into the next lessons, whether it be weapons a variety of magical items or even magical armor. But I do believe that the first thing you should learn is to create your own hammer.
All right, let's get to it then.
I suppose you could say it's hammer time.
God,
Let's
fucking-
go.
Very apt, Al. Surprisingly, not a. I mean, that reference doesn't exist in this world, so I'm not mad in this world. I'm mad at Joe in the real world.
Just like, it's hammer time. And he's like, yes, I suppose it is.
Yes, very apt.
Very apt indeed. All right, so from an above game aspect, you will all hold on one second. The Professor Finkow, will instruct you how to make a hammer through magical item creation. And this is something that everyone is going to be involved with.
Mhm.
So, who's drawing devil horns on?
Sorry.
Who's drawing-
Eleonora.
What are you
What?
doing?
What?
Joe, what are you doing?
Stop.
Stop it. What are you what are you all doing? Okay.
We're being students.
Stop it. So the way this magic item creation system works is that everyone is going to be involved in creating one sort of magical item, and it will take for these specific items a day to do so. So you will create for the hammers, because they're so common to make. It will actually take a 4-hour period of time to make this magical item. The hammer itself, once you successfully create it, will give you a bonus to the roll to help create magical items, so that it makes it a little bit easier to do so. Essentially, what will happen is you all will be going through a sort of like stat or skill test. Actually, let me just actually show you all how to do it. So, Al, if you'd like to go ahead and gather up with your team.
Oh, sorry, I was going towards the hammer.
No, that's fine. You're good. So all the materials are here to create your first hammer, and this is what you're going to be doing for your class, is to create one hammer. The hammer itself is, let me see here. Yeah. I've got the set DC that you need. You will be doing a combination of 5 checks, which will be randomized every time we're doing a check. So I'll tell you, like, all right, I need you to do a strength check, or I need you to do an intelligence check. The party will then decide which one of you will be doing that check. Whenever you do that check, you will then suffer a -1 penalty on future checks. So it's really good as a party to decide if you would like, the same person to continue doing certain checks because they're better at it, or if you want to kind of like maybe set them back because they're getting stacking penalties and things like that. And the DCs that you roll will then stack to a complete total number. And if you meet that total number, you successfully create the item. Does that make sense, or would you like to actually see how it's done?
Let's do it. Let's just do it.
Yeah,
Until the end of the bit, we'll
Jump
find out.
into it.
Okay. All right. So you have all the materials together. You all can like gather around the table with all the varieties of items. 5 checks are going to come up. You guys are going to choose which one does the check of the 4 of you, and then we continue on from there. So let us begin. The first check is going to be a Constitution check. We need someone with a steady hand.
That should probably be me, right?
Yeah, I think you have the highest con.
Yeah.
Okay, make a Constitution check.
I think I only have advantage to it when I'm concentrating on it. Yeah, on a spell. Okay, no. Okay, just a straight Constitution check then.
Correct. And you don't usually get like advantages, things like that.
It's a check, not a save.
Yeah, you rolled a save. You
Oh,
need
it's
to
a
roll.
check, not a save. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
You're right.
Then it's this one.
Hey,
Nice.
there we go. So you got a 16. So now, while we're making this magic item, if you involve yourself in future checks, you're going to suffer a stacking -1 penalty. Okay?
Okay.
So now it's time for the second check of the magical item. This is a dexterity check. You need someone with an accurate hand. Which the four of you would like to do this?
I got 15 dex.
I
What do
have
you guys have?
14.
This is the same.
I have 14. Yeah,
Basically.
same save.
Think about this though. Does
Oh,
anyone
I
have a
see.
higher later stat?
Yeah. Bree's got the
I
highest.
think I have the highest
intelligence.
int. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So yeah, don't
Do you
do
have
Bree
a-
yet.
do you have wisdom or strength, Gideon?
No, my strength is doo-doo. And my wisdom's also 0.
Ah, okay. I have slightly better wisdom than that. So, how about you go for it, pal?
All right, I'll take this one.
I think charisma is probably the only one that's not going to be used.
I have 15 charisma. but-
Just so you know, all the stats may be used. It's just randomized.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Great roll.
And sometimes you may have to redo some stats too. So that's a 17. All right, we've added 17 to the total. Gideon, you now suffer during this magic item process. You suffer a -1 penalty. That's stacking. It's essentially you're tiring yourself out if you just keep sending the same person over and over to work on this. Okay, so now it's time for the third roll. It's going to be a strength check. So you need someone with a powerful hand.
Do any of us have above 9? I'll
I
do it.
technically have 0, but I have a
Yeah.
-1 now, so I'm the same as you guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're all the
shit.
same then.
Alright.
I guess, I mean, no matter who does it, it's going to be a -1.
But also keep in mind that -1 stacks. So if you keep sending the same person, that -1 becomes -2.
Right.
It keeps stacking. So
all right, I guess Tremor will do it.
okay.
Be strong, Tremor. No.
All right, that's a 4.
That's some bad rolls today.
It's now time for the fourth check, which is an intelligence. You need someone with a good mental
Alright, I got
focus.
this.
Do it.
Fuck me.
Wow. That's
All
the
right.
most. Oh.
Wow. That's the worst intelligence roll I think I've had all campaign.
All right, let me just add everything up real quick just to let you know where you're at.
Does familiar bond help here?
With intelligence checks?
I guess. Well, for a strength check, it doesn't. 'Cause it's not proficient. in
Correct.
Strength.
But for intelligence, it does.
Oh, so should I do it again?
you
it just
could-
would be a +3.
Yeah, so do you want to say
Oh,
your
okay.
7 is actually a 10 with familiar bond?
Yeah.
Familiar bond,
Yeah.
bond would apply at this. Okay, so 44 plus 3, 47. Okay, so just to let you guys know, you have a total of 47. To create a hammer, you need a total DC of 60. So whatever this next one is, you're going to need a roll of 13 or higher.
Oh god.
Oh boy,
Are you
Wow.
ready?
this is interesting. I like the group dynamic of it.
Yeah, thank you. It's once again Constitution. You need a steady hand.
Okay. Check this out.
I'm sick.
It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
Wait, it's +3 because of familiar bond, but then a -1, right?
Well, the
So-
familiar bond only applies to intelligence checks, not Constitution.
Oh, I thought it was anything you're proficient in.
No. It's mainly intelligence. Yeah.
You're right. Sorry.
So you got a 54. It's not a 60. So with that, yeah, you won't have successfully crafted the item today. However, because you didn't fail completely, you will actually, if you spend another 4 hours on it, you will get yourself a nice little bonus of you'll start with essentially a 5, so that you can spend another 4 hours to continue to work on it, hopefully learning from your mistakes at that point in time. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Okay. Since you spent 4 hours, it's currently, like, I'd say 4 in the afternoon currently, and you didn't fail so bad where you actually lose all the magic items, you may attempt to try again if you'd like.
And it would be reset the -1s.
It resets all the penalties at that point in time because you're essentially starting a new project.
Is the homework we collectively make a hammer, or we each have to make one hammer?
You each have to make one hammer.
Oof. That requires a full day from everyone.
Well, it's
You
4
know, for
hours.
each
4 hours an attempt.
Okay. All right. I mean, we should definitely try again. Do we get to keep the hammer we make in this for one of us?
Yeah.
when you-
So what he mentioned is, now that you know the mechanics of
You
it.
can aid someone else.
Yeah. So once you have the hammer gives you a bonus to magic item creation. So then you can just use the hammer, and then when all four of you have the hammer, you all have a bonus. Correct. So
Gotcha.
it makes building the hammer the future hammers a little bit
How about
better.
this? We'll try it again. We roll a 1d4, and then whoever lands on, they get to keep the hammer from this one.
Sounds good to me.
All
Wait,
right.
going from one to right, left to right. One,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna start again with another project.
Let's make
That's
1d5.
correct.
For 5, we give it to the professor as a gift.
So nice.
Yeah, I think we'll start again.
So after the first 4, also I want to let you know this. So after the first 4 hours, he nods a little bit. And yeah, so you fail to make the hammer. What's everyone's demeanor currently? And the professor's been kind of like watching your progress this entire time.
Eleanor would be kind of frustrated.
I think Tremor's like getting into it, a little competitive. He's like, "Oh man, we were close. I can get it this time."
Yeah. He nods. He nods a little bit. You know, for a first attempt of trying to make your magical hammer, your artisan's hammer, you did very well. I don't want you to be discouraged or disappointed. This looks like a good time for another lesson. He will, at this point, walk away over to one of the tables, and he'll pick up a small satchel, and then walk back over here and drop the small satchel down. And he opens it and sees this familiar sparkling purple dust, which you have actually seen from the astral veil. You're free to go ahead and say this out loud if you want.
Ooh.
But yeah, this is Arcana dust. It is used in the process of the creation of your magical item. You may decide to, if you want, whenever you're performing a check, to use this dust. It'll provide you a one-time bonus to a one-time boon, if it will, to that part of the magical item, aka the bigger picture. This dust is a one-use item that allows you to essentially add a +5 to a check. But after you use it once, it's completely used.
Eleanor would perk up and be like, Professor,
Yes.
where does one acquire this dust?
The dust itself can be procured and made a variety of ways. I believe alchemists also have a way to create the dust with an appropriate amount of ingredients once you decide to take your alchemy labs. Other than that, you can also acquire this dust by simply reusing old magical items that you aren't using before, that you don't use anymore. Simply transmuting them into an Arcana dust. This is a bit of a pricier ingredient, but again, all part of your tuition. He smiles.
Okay,
And
let's do it.
at that, so he will leave the dust on the table for this one. So you have now one unit of Arcana dust, which you can decide to use or not use or whatever you want to do. Okay.
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 Uh,
Wait. Can you apply it to a roll afterwards, or do you have to apply it before?
you can apply it to a roll afterwards.
Okay.
So when you're finishing up your roll, you can be like, and I'm going to add the Arcana dust, and it'll give you +5 for that roll.
Sweet. I think we should use it for the first hammer because it's just going to help going forward anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless
Let's
we're
do it.
killing the rolls.
Unless you're killing the rolls, that is true. What were you about to say, Tremor?
No?
Oh, I thought I heard someone say something. Okay. All right. So you begin. You are actually going to start with an initial bonus because you failed the last item. But since you're going to reattempt to make it and you didn't fail by much, you get a bonus to this one. Okay. So here we go. The bonus is so you have an additional 5 already added to the roll. So for the first challenge, it is a Constitution challenge. You need someone with a steady hand.
Wow. Here we go again.
Oh.
Why?
You roll a 4 at that point. Okay.
We can always decide if we need the +5 at the end, right? So
Correct.
If it's
Tug
all
is a
cumulative,
DC
it
for each
doesn't
of
matter.
these checks, right?
I'm sorry.
It's a cumulative, isn't it?
It's a cumulative
it's
check.
not-
Yeah.
There's not a DC for each of these
Yeah,
segments.
so it's not even worth spending early.
Yeah. The
yeah.
number you're trying to get is a 60. So with this,
So
along
isn't
with
it
the
55 now?
well, yeah, it's 55 now. Depends on how you want to look at it. I've already added the 5, so your 4 has become a 9.
Okay.
So I still have it as a flat 60. So,
Okay.
and that doesn't include the dust usage. All right, ignore that D20 roll. That's not what I meant to do. The next one is dexterity. You need someone with an accurate hand.
Trimmer raises his hand and ha.
Hot potato.
Ha.
Nice.
Got an 18.
Good.
Very nice.
Good. 27 overall.
All right. The next test is Constitution once again. You need a steady hand with this.
I mean, technically I can go again if you wish. I have a +2 still. My luck's bad, but here I go.
14, which turns into a
Nice.
13 because you've already went.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
now your penalty increases by 1 to a 2.
Already
Two
at
more.
40 though.
Yeah. You're at 4. Yeah, here we go.
All right.
Once again, Constitution requires a steady hand.
Oh my god.
Someone here must have
dude.
+2 still, right?
It's got to be Gideon, probably, right?
Yeah, I'll go for it.
And
Hey.
a
Nice!
22.
We did it. Yeah, we did it.
Amazing.
All right, so
Hell yeah.
Oh,
you're at 62.
Without the Arcana check too, does that mean that we have some sort of extra? We hit it before the final check.
Well, you still have one more test to go, and just like the previous magical items, you may potentially be able to enhance it further or allow it to be reworked so that you can make it stronger in the future. So, with that,
We're at 62. Okay.
all right. So for the final test,
Come on, intelligence.
a dexterity. You need someone with an accurate hand.
Do I need to go then? 'Cause-
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Get him now. Yes!
Nice.
Nice.
Wait, so we're now at 80.
80.
Do we drop the 5 on it, or do you reckon we've hit the mark?
No. We save
We've
that.
hit the mark.
We can
right?
use
I
that
feel like
somewhere else.
80 is going to be the mark. Yeah.
So, wow. So, with that, you create an absolutely beautiful hammer.
Hell yeah.
Not only did you create the successful artisan tools, but it has received a rank up, which means it's actually stronger than the original hammer that you were going to create.
Nice.
So instead of this artisan hammer giving you a +2 on crafting checks, it now gives you a +3.
Limit break.
Woo!
You must essentially bind this hammer to one of you. So you also can't be like,
Rex, roll a d4.
Yeah.
oh, okay, I can do that. So you can't
So one-
you can't like hand the hammer back to each other essentially.
Got it.
4 looks like
Hammer.
no.
Hell yeah.
Crispy boy. He
Anyone
takes
but
up his
him.
hammer, and lightning courses through his veins as he is struck. He says, "Hit me, Eleanor. Hit me." Thor's hammer.
What?
God damn it.
Sorry, I'm eating a melon.
Oh, it's fine. But you've
An
received
entire one.
I use
But
boring.
you have received artisan tools. I have to figure out a good way to rename it, ranking wise. But essentially, it's artisan tools. I would just say +3. You could just put +3 after that, because it gives you a +3 on your crafting checks now.
Sweet.
Ah,
Yep.
Great work,
more
team.
hammers.
At that point, it will be the evening hours, so you have to return back during your free day. Is that something that you're interested in doing, or were you looking to do something else during your free day tomorrow?
Should we just skip and go straight to this again?
Just bang this out. It is fun. I am enjoying it.
I was gonna say, do you like the team dynamic and everything
yeah,
with it?
this is a
Oh,
nice,
for sure.
nice change than front loading just Eleanor to have to do everything. with my adult.
Yeah. I wanted it to be something that everyone got to participate in. Essentially, that magic item creation is a team activity, not an individual's activity. So
yeah, I like it.
Okay, so you would, I would say at that point, you would come back in the next morning, bright and early.
Well, Tremor's actually wanting to continue his tutoring with Eleanor right before bed, actually. So just in case things go bad again.
Yeah.
Could we?
Yeah,
have a quick scene with that?
absolutely.
We don't have to go back to the room if it's easier. We can just.
Oh
do it in the corner.
no! I want to go back to the room. I want to make it. I want the visualization.
Sorry, everyone.
Let's do it.
Tremor's got a death wish.
Well, so just so you know, it's like 8 in the. You have to be back in bed in like 2 hours, so you'll get a little bit of this. Absolutely. Jeez.
All right, Tremor.
All right, let's try it again. This time,
To the
a
couch.
little less lethal if you can help it.
Yeah, I'll try. You don't quite powerful.
No,
here, so...
you also have a potion now, so don't go on for someone if you do kill me.
It was kind of fun, honestly. Watching the teacher.
Kill
come.
him. Kill him.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't tell. Which part was fun? Was it seeing the life leave my eyes, or was it the teacher coming?
Oh, you're fine.
Wait,
Right.
how much health have you got right now?
I
Well-
slept, so I'm 42.
Surely you won't be knocked out again.
Surely.
Am I doing this?
No.
Yes. Ooh, I thought that was a crit.
little close.
26 points of damage as the electricity continues to
Half of my health.
surge through you. Oh my God. You
More than
definitely
half.
have like visible scars at this point. Your hair might be getting a little bleached as well.
That's good. That's helpful. Thank you.
She's gonna pat you on the shoulder.
I'm gonna go meditate.
yeah. Think on that. You know.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
All right, with +3, 15.
15. So as you continue to reflect upon this, the shocking and the lightning, you're beginning to feel like you're getting a better understanding of the Mordove handshake and the potential of how you can maybe even shape the spell into something not as lethal, but not as dangerous to you as well. But then you had a thought come into your mind after taking 26 more electric damage from the Mordove handshake. Because you're still standing. You're still alive. Is it that your body might be on its own beginning to resist electricity? You begin to think on this and come to the potential conclusion that even though it may take some time and it would be very dangerous, enough exposure to the Mordove handshake, and this is for anybody, may eventually grant you resistance to electricity.
Ooh, that's cool.
Okay, this is it's 4 p.m. Eleanor, time for my Mordove handshake.
Okay, Tremor.
I have now made it that no matter what happens, Tremor is gonna be getting shocked every day.
Can't get enough. Fucking.
Well,
masochist.
that's for everybody. So if it could literally have a line of
Does it-
people.
Does it speed it up if he's covered in water?
Oh my god.
I don't have a number for you, but I will say that it is, instead of it being a day ticker, it's probably going to be a damage ticker.
Oh, I love the damage ticker idea.
Yeah, after you
if you
receive a
add
certain
extra-
amount of damage from Mordove handshake in a studious setting where you're literally getting yourself shocked, you'll eventually get to a point where you will gain a resistance.
In this case, honestly, I would like to talk to Z-Bear about a redesign for Tremor, because I think I would love to have his like hair and face like start to reflect just being constantly blasted by lightning. He's like definitely turning a little Sith, but not even him casting it. He's just the one receiving it.
I will tell you, I have the number that I feel
He's the
comfortable
cuck
with.
freak.
I may, you will require more study for me to actually give you what the number is. You don't know how much damage, how much you're going to have to inflict upon yourself. But it's gonna be a
God,
bit.
he's becoming a fucking masochist. All right, let's just get back to the work. Let's go to class again.
Ah, man, education. You guys are learning so much. What did you learn today in school? I grabbed some electric poles and I just took a bunch of shock damage. And now I'm immune to electricity. What's next?
Wait, did Tremor just become Killua? Anyone watch Hunter x Hunter?
No.
No?
No,
Chat,
I don't.
chat, you can fill me in. That's fine. Chat, just agree with me.
Chat,
Back me
please,
up here.
someone.
Tremor just became Killua. If he's immune to electricity, that's amazing.
Someone here, please. All right, there you go. You got some pogs.
Nice. W.
Oh my god, I just added something else. Okay, but that'll be later. That'll be for future Tremor education at that point in time.
I'm just gonna like go one by one through all the schools of magic, just letting myself get blasted by it until it.
Well, specifically with the Mordove handshake.
Yeah.
But there may be some. Yeah. Anyways, okay. So you go ahead and sleep for the evening. Anyone else doing anything during this evening hour?
Not me.
Okay.
How many hours do we have before we go sleep?
Well, you did the shock and the research, so I mean, it's at this point, I'd say about
It's bedtime.
2 hours. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be able to do anything
I'll go bed.
significant. All right.
Oh, I would have kept reading that book.
Okay.
that you said I had 2 hours left.
Yeah. Well, the 2 hours
I think
would have
it's 4
been
hours.
the 2 hours would have been on the meditation of the Mordove handshake.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
I'm good next time.
Okay, so let's get back to the crafting. You all return. I would say, is it fair to say bright and early after you guys eat, you kind of like rush back to the magical workshop?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Oh, well,
Mm-hmm.
you're all here bright and early. Ready to get started?
You know it.
Hmm.
And he brandishes this new hammer. And he winks.
He winks back and shrugs and he looks down at the dust, the unused dust. He says, do you mind if we take a look at that hammer?
Sure.
And yeah, he analyzes the work and he just looks at it and he's just like, this is my boy, this is a fine hammer. And then he
I couldn't have done it by myself. And he looks at his friends.
Can I use the little men's room, please?
yeah, sure, I suppose.
I'll wait. So you've examined.
Yeah, but he will then make a note and kind of like give you a sly wink and say, maybe one day you could even make it better. And then he'll walk away, suggesting that maybe you can empower the hammer further. Yeah. What are you doing? What's Al doing?
Whilst Al's out of the room, he's going to cast Alter Self to make him sound like the headmaster. And then he's going to cast Sending to the professor.
Okay.
And he's going to say, Professor, I require these students to be up to date as soon as possible. You will lend them your hammer in the classes going forward.
Oh my god. Ah.
He'll kind of give a puzzled face. And
This is something Tremor would do. This is fucked up.
and he does Sending allow a response or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He would respond with. Let me count the words. It's 25, right?
Mhm.
As you know, the hammer binds to the user. However,
Oh, shit.
I suppose they could. How many words is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Could observe it for assistance Very well. All right, let me make sure that's the words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, 20. Very well. All right, so you get a response that says, well, as you know, the hammer binds to the user. However, I suppose they could observe it for assistance. Very well.
Okay. Eldorus will be returning into the room as he's hearing the words to try and like reduce suspicion. He also drops all to self,
Right.
so he doesn't sound like the headmaster anymore.
Ow.
He'll mutter something under his breath, and it's just like, well, seems the headmaster has quite an interest in the four of you. At that point, he will put his hammer down on the table, and he'll say, the headmaster believes that this may grant you some insight. While you'd be unable to use the hammer, I believe this will, I suppose in the headmaster's wisdom, assist you, maybe even inspire you. So, and then he just motions his hand over it. All right.
Ow.
Continue to work.
Let's build another hammer.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. So here we go again. Let me make sure that everyone, I've been making note of like what the penalties have been. All right. So you've begun work on another hammer. We will need someone who is aware for this next step. So it will be a wisdom check.
What's your wisdom, Eleonora and Trevor?
11 plus 0 bonus.
Mine's a
15.
+1.
Yeah, I have a +1.
Do we need to save you though for like if we get strength?
I might as well go do it with wisdom. I mean,
Yeah, my wisdom's
got-
0, so
I got a little everything except for strength and charisma. So
Yeah, but with your +3, do we want to save you for like strength?
I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Just an aggregate.
Yeah, I suppose so. Go for it.
That
Plus 3.
that is a 22 wisdom.
That's a really good start.
Mm-hmm.
You get a -1 penalty for the remainder of the project. Here comes the second challenge. We need someone with a powerful blow, so it's going to be a
It's gonna be-
strength
it's
roll.
gonna be you again, Tremor.
Really?
Yeah, because you're the only one now who have a positive.
Okay.
Because you'll be -2 plus 3.
Yeah, so now it is a 14 plus 2, so that's going to be a 16 roll. All right, you now suffer a -2 penalty for the rest of the go. The third challenge is dexterity. Needs someone with an accurate hand.
Wait,
I
one
have
of
a
you
+2
two.
bonus, but
I'm a +2 at -2 right
I
now.
feel like
Wait, we still got the -2 though?
Nope, that all resets
okay,
every
then
time you
it's-
make a
yeah,
new
you're-
project.
Yeah, you're good, Gideon.
I
Alright.
think Gideon,
yeah.
All right.
because you're better at
Sure.
charisma and whatnot.
That is
Nice
an
rolls.
18.
Augers.
We're at 54 already.
Oh, thank God you're keeping track of the numbers. I was going to bust out a calculator. All right, time for the fourth out of the 5 tests. So here we go. Accurate dexterity. Need someone with an accurate hand.
So I'll go.
Yeah,
Yikes.
that's okay. No, we've succeeded already.
Okay,
So
good.
it's all good from here.
All right, and for the final roll,
No, that'd be. How many rolls? Is it 5 overall?
Yeah,
Is it
this is
5
the last one.
overall. This is
Oh,
the
okay,
last
5,
one. Yeah.
Sorry, I get confused.
No, you're good. You're good. For the 5th challenge and final challenge, you need someone with a steady hand. So Constitution.
I'll do it.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right.
That is 81.
Woo!
Nice.
Once
Oh,
again,
Kevin.
you create an artisan tool +3. It gave you a +3 on artisan tool checks. Who will bind themselves to this
We
hammer?
roll D3.
Yeah, roll a D. Yeah, roll a D3.
All
I'd
right.
say.
All right. That will belong to Al then.
Outdoors.
Ow.
Sound of excitement.
Very.
Again.
All right. All right. Well,
Oh,
What is this? Wow, wow, wow. It's like Murloc.
You all are doing splendidly. This was obviously the right choice. Now it is time for another lesson. He'll grab what appears to be a glass vial with a sort of like misty, what appears to be like mist inside, and he puts the vial down. I will allow you to use this. It is a very expensive item, but it will assist you in the process of making magic items. This is Magister's Knowledge. And he taps on the glass. Very formidable ability. It essentially allows you to... Let me just think of the right word for this. It allows you to reassess the previous action that you've done. And above game thinking, Magister Knowledge is a one-use item that allows you to re-roll one check. So if you re-roll poorly, you can actually use the Magister's Knowledge to re-roll. You have to take the second roll no matter what, though.
And it's consumed on use?
Correct.
Okay.
Along with the Arcana Dust, it is a one-use item.
We should save these until we're actually making real magical items.
Well, I suppose we have some time before lunch. You may begin.
Again.
Again.
Again. He'll ponder to himself. You're making formidable hammers. Perhaps you would like to try and make a stronger one instead? AKA...
No, we need to,
Go on.
we need to get these two hammers.
Very well. Essentially, the option he's giving you is to make it to actually have the recipe to build the stronger hammer. Will give you an additional check, an additional stat check, which may be beneficial, may backfire in your face. So, but if you would like to go ahead and continue to make the original hammer,
So the DC would be higher, but the check would be higher, but you get another chance.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, I'm with Al. I think we should get everyone retrofit first.
Okay. We will begin with the first test of the original hammer that you're going to make. 5 checks, 1 of 5. Once again, someone with a strong hand, powerful blow.
I should do it then because I got a +0, so I'll have a +3.
Okay.
So that's an 8.
That's an 8.
All right. Time for the second test. Someone who's accurate, a dexterous hand.
Gideon?
Probably
Yeah,
me,
I can
though.
do it. I can do it.
Or...
Well, we want me to use as many uses of my hammer as we
right.
can, right?
Oh,
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
Yep.
It becomes a +5 for you, doesn't it?
Yeah. Sorry, I lost my D&D Beyond.
No, you're good.
There it is. Dexterity. Wow. Ooh, +5. +3 more.
That's a
20.
20. That's a 20. Very nice.
28. Not bad, not bad.
All right. For your third test, need someone with an extraordinary gift. This is a charisma check.
Charisma.
Mine's
That's
a
Eleonora.
+2. Yeah.
Yeah, probably Eleonora.
Jesus, my rolls today. What
Oh
the fuck?
no.
Wow.
We can still do it. We can still do it. We're at 32, but we can still do it.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
We've gotten like no intelligence.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Someone with
It's
a
the same
powerful
ones over and
blow.
over.
Strength.
Oh, is it...
Just
It's-
strength.
it's you again.
over and
It's me again,
over
it's me
again.
again. 20.
Okay, so it's me +2 this time.
Oh my god.
Or an 11.
So 11. We're at 43. We need a 17 or more for this one.
Oh my god.
The
Come on,
keep,
give me intelligence.
keep in mind you still have dust and the knowledge. So
Yeah.
someone who is aware. So it's a wisdom.
Yikes.
That's probably I should do it because I got 2 uses on the hammer. So that's I have a +1 on wisdom, +2 from the hammer. So
Yeah.
it's +3, and then
Plus
we can kind of
whatever
see
you
where
roll
it goes.
+2 then. Okay.
Yeah, whatever I roll +2.
Yes.
A 19.
Nice.
You successfully craft a artisan hammer +2.
Woohoo.
Who are we flipping a coin for it? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. It will belong to Eleonora.
Thank you.
The hammer will be bestowed upon you. Professor Finkus is just like Well done. Well done. Perhaps the week due date was a bit of an overestimate, hmm?
When Gideon hears that, he's like, a week due date. Oh, guys, how many more days do we have to kill that Yeti?
4 days.
Oh boy.
Yeah, maybe we should go tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we have classes. Let's go the next day.
What classes do we have tomorrow?
Potions.
And we can skip it.
No. Wait, what is happening?
I hate alchemy.
The spirit of Tremor and the spirit of Owl flip, and then they go back in their respective bodies.
Yeah, did you guys like talk to each
style.
other before game? You're like, all right, you be Tremor and I'll be Al.
No, Trevor, your spirit's not an owl, because otherwise, when you were lying on the ground almost dead, he would have killed you.
Jesus Christ.
That's fucked up and not true. But okay.
All right, well, go get yourself some lunch, and then
Then we'll be right back here, right?
Yep, yes. It's your free day. This area will be open for you. What are the raid hours after you
I
have
want
your
magic
lunch?
items. Then Tremor goes to lunch.
For lunch, you guys get yourself a
Wait.
lovely. Yes.
He's gonna wait for Eleanor outside the class.
Okay.
It's so weird. It's so weird.
Hey, could I get another one of those handshakes? He's like starting to jitter.
Oh my
All
god,
right,
he's a
what-
crackhead.
What's the magic word?
Now.
Please.
Queen.
Sure. Are you really want me to do this right now?
Yeah, fuck it.
Wait, didn't you already have an? Oh no, you have
No, that was last night.
8 points of damage.
Not too bad.
That was weak. Then he runs off.
Typical.
Don't be holding him down. You just keep giving him.
Jeez. All right. After your lunch, I guess everyone will return. You have 3 of the 4 hammers required for this class.
Let's get
Oh, yeah.
Gideon's.
All right, Gideon, we're gonna make you the best gosh darn hammer you ever seen.
Best gosh dang hammer.
Your one is gonna be insane.
Statistically, it's gonna be better than all of ours.
Well, I'm very excited. Let's make me a hammer.
Make you a hammer.
All right. The first test will be someone who's aware. A wisdom check.
I'll take it.
Oh,
It has
Plus
begun.
3. So
Uh,
7.
best
6.
hammer I've ever seen.
Sweating.
We need someone with an extraordinary gift. A charisma. A charisma
Okay.
check. This is with
Nice.
a plus
Plus
2,
two.
so 19.
25 overall. That's
Doing
not
all
bad.
right.
It's good. It's good. So
Someone with an accurate hand, dexterity.
far. Is it
Me
still...
or yeah, probably me.
Yeah. Okay, so
Plus
what, 14?
2, 14.
But 39. We need 2 more rolls to get 21.
Someone who is
Me.
aware. Wisdom.
Yeah, me. Okay.
With
That's
a 11.
We
Got-
need,
Go
we
on.
need 10 plus on this one. We're at 50.
And then finally, someone with a
Oh, no.
I think it's gonna be me again.
strength check. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry. Check this out.
And there it
Yes!
is. A
Yay.
15. You have created artisan tools plus 2
Woohoo!
and have successfully completed the assignment.
Hell yeah.
What's next?
We want to
The
make
Yeti.
a vorpal
The
blade.
Yeti.
Well, I suppose I'd like to know what you're interested in. Although, for these sort of items, even though now you have all of the tools required, then you all have your own artisan hammers now. Congratulations. Even though you have all the tools required, it's going to take quite a bit of time to make an actual magical item. 8 hours at least.
Okay.
And there's only 4 left. So, what are you interested in? What kind of magic items are you interested in?
Anti-Yeti items.
Anti-Yeti item. What?
You got anything for lightning?
What?
No,
What? Just looking around.
we need something that will benefit us all at once. Have you got anything that might work for a group?
Well, I suppose it depends. What are you looking to benefit everyone?
Lightning.
No, not lightning. Enough with this lightning.
I'll need some time to think on it, I suppose, if you don't have anything off the top of your head.
Hold on.
I don't know what's on the top of Al's head at any given time.
What would be a really good group item to get? Like something that would benefit us all.
I mean, we're already full of utility. It's kind of like a spell storing ring or something.
Ooh.
What about... Wait, no, this might be too powerful. But instant fortress.
Instant
Essentially,
fortress.
Yeah.
Ooh, Brett, I was interested in actually asking about weapons that, you know how like you can get like strength-based weapons and dexterity-based weapons. I want to say there's intelligence-based weapons we can make, like, you know, a magister weapon or like a conjured weapon.
And he thinks to himself a little bit like, is there like intelligence-based weapons for that?
Yeah.
He would. Let's see here. One moment. We'd kind of like go over here into one of the books and nod a little bit for coming back here. So you're looking into a weapon of a magister, preferably one that uses your brains over your brawn.
Yeah.
That's a bit more of an advanced project, but I suppose it is something that you could begin to work on in sort of phases. He thinks to himself, it's a bit of work, and especially if you want some of the bells and whistles that come with a magister's weapon. Is this a project that you'd want to invest yourself in?
I don't want to speak for the group, but I thought it's an interesting option for us.
He'll look at
What do you
everybody.
mean us? You mean for you?
I mean, we're all intelligent students.
Alright. So, who gets it?
It'll take many days. And you'll probably have to gather some of the materials.
Oh.
Well, what would you rather do, Al? You're so full of ideas.
No, I'm just not so full of selfishness like you.
At least I had an idea.
Yeah, well, it's a bad idea. You
They're
wasted
back!
the professor's time and made us all more stupid by listening to it.
They're back! Oh my
God
god.
damn it.
Sucks.
Trevor said, "How do I become more powerful?"
We could all benefit from a magic item. I don't have.
We can all benefit by me getting a really powerful sword
Oh my
and protecting you.
I'm not saying it has
Let
to
me
be
pick up this
sword.
giant shield.
Oh my god. He he actually would have the recipe for an instant fortress.
Oh, that works.
Ooh.
He can teach you about the instant fortress. He could also teach you how to make a pair of boots of speed if you'd like.
Ooh.
At the same time, though, he can also teach you more about magical weaponry. Kind of going off a little bit about that, he mentions the first thing you would need to do is actually make the base of the weapon. Unlike a weapon that is made through smithing, you would have to actually make a sort of magical conduit, which I guess would count more as like a hilt of the weapon of some sort. Afterwards, you would spend your time to be able to refine your magical self within the blade of the weapon itself, allowing it to manifest itself as whether it be the blade of a sword or the blunt edge of a hammer. And then comes the fun part, if you'd like to go ahead and add a few bells and whistles to your weapon. For example, he holds out his hand, and at that point, you see it, like, jolt a little bit as a weapon, like, manifests itself in his hands as if he just conjured it. It has this beautiful golden sword hilt that's completely empty. And then at that point, he like, bounces it again as this radiant, jagged, purple fire, like, comes out of the sword. And it just... it shapes itself into a fine blade. Over game, this is sort of the over game. It takes multiple steps to make a weapon like this, like a Magister's weapon. You'd have to spend your time first creating the base of the weapon, which doesn't really do anything. And then after that, you create the part where it can actually, like, manifest the blade using your intelligence, allowing you to use an intelligence check. Or it allows you to use your intelligence stat to hit instead of dexterity or strength. After spending more time with the weapon, you can then make it so that you can add your intelligence modifier to the damage of the weapon. And then the bells and whistles, one of the bells and the whistles is you can have it, instead of it being something that you unsheathe, it's something that you literally create, like, spawn in your hand. Like, it goes into, like, a separate, like a separate dimension, kind of like a bag of holding. And then whenever you need it, as if you would, like, draw a weapon, it just appears in your hand. All of this takes a variety of checks that would be 8-hour periods. So it definitely would take time to create. But you are able to do so. The DCs will also be high because this will definitely be a more difficult thing to create.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in that stuff. I think the downside of having to craft in a group is, like, if we're making an item that one person wants, then, like, everyone else has to dedicate their precious time for it.
That is correct. It is something that you'd have to determine if it's the good, what's good for the group. Yeah,
so I'm down to do Instant Fortress or whatever the other option was that we think is better for everyone.
Yeah, Instant Fortress is good. Also, the boot is boot of speed as well. Mm-hmm.
That's also helpful for pretty much anyone.
Yeah.
Although especially me if I'm using my wolf ability, just saying.
But that's something as a party that you'd want to go ahead.
Get it over again.
That's something as a...
Joe, you can't deny that if I can give you hack tactics with boots of speed of running over right by you to give you an advantage
I want
on your...
boots of speed to get away from you.
Oof, dude.
All of this, of course, will take some time, but I don't know if you'll have enough time in the lab to do so. In the current day.
Oh, it's like an 8-day check and only have 4 hours, or
yeah, you only have 4 hours left. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about it maybe, and we'll decide tomorrow.
He nods and he says, "I heard you're going to be fighting against Frostfear. Is that correct? The Yeti."
Yeah. Do you have any advice?
Oof. He kind of like just puffs his chest out, shakes his head a little bit, and says, well, "Perhaps I could research something to allow you to make fiery sort of armaments. I believe that Frostfear has a bit of a fear versus fire.
Oh.
And maybe that might be something that you can create in your free times for the labs. I would like to help any way that I can, but I have to keep my role as an instructor paramount. But this is a dangerous assignment, as you all been given."
How good is your hammer?
I've been refining this hammer for quite some time now, over the past 20 years. It hasn't, and it still hasn't met its potential. Ask the question, is your hammer better than my hammer?
Yeah, our hammer better than yours.
My hammer has seen quite a bit of work done to it. But yours is a good start.
Okay.
I can't read outdoors sometimes. Either way, I do recommend that you continue your studies, get some rest, maybe learn something in the alchemy classes, This lab will always be ready available for you, as you need be. There are certain basic magic items that you will have materials here for you to create for your own time. But other more powerful items may require you to gather some items on your own first.
Is that you want us to get like the blood of Frostfury or something? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, I don't know any items that require the blood of a Yeti, but I mean, there may be more advanced items where we may not have the materials at hand. In which case, I will task you to go ahead and gather those materials if I know where they're at. It's very paramount for a magical artisan to be able to locate and gather their own materials, as well as be able to research what they need.
Okay.
And at that point, he'll nod and says, well, you're done making hammers, which, by the way, you all have received an exemplary mark. And congratulations on the crafting of your magical, your artisan hammers. May it continue to assist you as you continue to create magical items and armament. At that point, he'll nod and dismiss you guys if you're done making items.
Okay, you too.
All right.
At that point, you'll walk out. And I suppose before we wrap up today's session, is Tremor going to get another shot?
Yeah.
Yeah. You sound a little
God damn it.
defeated now.
You see him waiting at the door.
He looks down. I could stop at any time.
He's like tapping his foot rapidly, like faster than a human should be able to.
Spell check. Oh,
It's a critical miss again. Do you allow the damage to go through?
I do.
All right. 10 more points.
my rolls today have been shit.
Well, except for the one that actually killed me.
Yeah, that one was kind of epic, but
52 damage.
All right. And so ends today's session of Arcane Academy. Woo, woo, woo.
Before we end the day, can I finish reading the book? Because there's 4 hours left. I wanted to finish the astral thing.
The astral thing. Let's go ahead and make a note of it, and I'll tell you the results at the beginning of the next session. Does that sound good?
Okay,
I'm making a note as well, something I want to do in 4 hours.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know.
Just type it. You can also type it in the in the chat room, in the Arcane Academy.
Yep.
All right. Did you guys enjoy yourself? Was it a good school session of D&D?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Poggers.
Good. I'm glad you guys liked it. I'm also glad you guys liked the magic item creation route. It's a nice
It's
little.
quite poggers, man.
Dude,
Buggers.
all I want to know is the session poggers? Is the one thing that
Can I get a pog?
it's the one thing I ask very frequently. That guys, I know we did all right, but was it a poggers session today? And so, oh, I'm good.
Pog.
I definitely like this, but I definitely feel like it's a sort of like these past couple of sessions have been kind of definitely more school-like, more slice of life kind of. Does that make sense? While you're continuing to learn some magic stuff, are you guys liking the pacing of that a little bit?
Yeah, I think we went through a crap ton of heavy stuff already. So having the actual school that we originally thought, like as students, our characters, is kind of nice.
Yeah. Good.
Despite the looming cloud that this school is full of death, evil, and I can't trust anyone.
There definitely is like this looming cloud. That is absolutely correct. So, well, good. I'm glad you guys are having fun and that you guys are enjoying yourself as always. That's very important to me, obviously. So, all right. Well, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. And then I'll see you all. What's next week? Yeah, next week. We're going to do a session next week, and then the following week we'll be taking off because of Thanksgiving. Actually,
that's a holiday. You're
yeah,
right.
it's wait, actually no, I'm just kidding.
It's the week after that.
It's the week after, yeah. So next
Yeah.
week, so we'll have 2 more weeks, and then we'll have holiday
And then
week.
Joe's very busy on that Thursday. Yes.
Yes. Joe specifically.
Joe specifically.
The only person not celebrating
I'll
Thanksgiving.
show up alone.
in the call.
Joe. I thought we were doing D&D today. Where did everybody go? I don't celebrate this. This sucks. But yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys are wonderful. I'll see you all next week, okay?
See ya.
Sounds good. Appreciate you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Criken's gonna die. Guys, I hope you had a really fun day today. All the D&D games I want to make unique and special. It kind of break the mold a little bit of the D&D sessions that you guys are liking. So I hope you all have been enjoying yourselves. I feel like you guys have. I feel like it's been a pretty good one though. Right, I can't believe you made group projects fun in your school. You're a really great team. Oh, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I always love making magic items in video games. So I really wanted to do like a really fun system of doing it, and as I continue to temper around with it, I really did want it to be about one person. I really wanted to be like a group project and a group effort, essentially. At the same time, I want to make sure that any item that is powerful, that time is being put and spent into it. So there does need to be a bit of like party work getting together, you know what I mean? So but yeah, the magic item creation system is a work in progress, but it will eventually be over at the Patreon. I think. And yeah, Tremor's addicted to getting shocked now, which is really good. Jesus. Chat, real quick, I want to mention someone did !Patreon, which by the way, thank you so much for that. We're at 78 patrons, 78 out of 100. So there we go. Personally, was really looking forward to more of school stuff when the campaign started. Not gonna lie, kind of disappointed when they went to the Astral Veil, as fun as that was. I mean, look. Stories sometimes shift around, you know, and move it, and for that one that was a kind of there, but now you've got this the story element. Yeah, that's D&D. You know, and the way I do my D&D, anything could happen. Do you blow up the academy? You blow up the academy, and that's it, you know. But yeah, we have 22 Patreon members left. So if you'd like to go and consider a drop, we have MP3s. We have art that's being developed, and we have Game Master stuff like monsters. You know, the spell system is over there. No one's asked for shizzes yet. That's true. No one has asked for shizzes yet. Sometimes your students just get thrown into another plane of existence during their classes. It happens. It happens. It absolutely happens. I agree with that. So, but now they're back. They're doing the academy stuff, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I care about Shiz. He's a very interesting guy. That's what I've been saying. Shiz. You guys have been saying Shiz. His name is Shiz. I think. God, was he not that interesting? Uh-oh. When designing a campaign, should you design a world or more like an overarching plot that occurs? I think you should keep your plots. Honestly, it's really up to the party. I think is the best way to describe it. Depends what your party wants. Every player is different in what they want to do, you know? Some people want an open-ended adventure. Some people want a close story that you tell. Talk to your players and ask them, what do you want to play? And then make something around that is my suggestion to you. All right, guys, that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Big shout out to our Patreon members. We wouldn't be able to do all the stuff that we could without it. Thank you so much for that. Especially big shout out to our big Patreon whales, I'm going to call them at this point. Links to our Maj, Julia Shark, and Hug Hunter. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for that. Make sure you follow that. We got 10 subs today, which is amazing, which is wonderful. Thank you so much for the support. It's Good for Brains with the Prime sub for 7 months. Roasterino with the Tier 1 sub for 10 months. Doogie39 with the Tier 1 sub for 5 months. Next Locks13, they the Tier 1 sub for 23 months. Almost 2 years, dude. Ice Battle with the 5 gifted subs. Man, thank you so much. An exclusive meme. Thank you for the Tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Rack Pack. Lots of love. Lots of new subs. We got a sub goal. I'll touch real quick on it. Once we get to 1,000 subs, we're at 603 now. We're going to do a cooking stream. We're going to make some burgers. Bunch of burger recipes. Royale with cheese stream once we get to 1,000 subs as a way of saying thank you so much for that. So, all right, guys. That's it. We're done. We're absolutely done today. You're free to go off as you please. Tomorrow, I will be doing a session 0 of a 6th game that I have not announced yet, but will be announced tomorrow or Saturday. So, keep in mind, it'll probably be announced tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be a late night stream. I'm not streaming it tomorrow. Session 0s don't get streamed, but they will be recorded, uploaded onto Patreon, and uploaded on to YouTube. So stay tuned with that. And then no misdemeanor this weekend. Can we get a hint? I'll tell you it's going to be an urban campaign. So it's going to be in a town. It's going to be inside a metropolis mostly. A lot of people interaction. Not so much exploring outside of that. So that's a hit. Not a hit. That's a little sneak peek I'll give you. It's going to be an urban exploration campaign. So, and it is already linked, kind of, sort of, a little bit with another campaign that we've done. So you'll have to see. You'll have to learn more. I'll most likely be making the announcement tomorrow. Modern, urban, or high fantasy? A little both. It takes place in IO, so it's gonna have Steam technology. It's gonna have fantasy. It's you're just gonna have to wait and see. You're gonna have to wait and see, guys. You're gonna have to become a Patreon member, become level 5 Patreon, so you get to listen to the MP3 on Saturday. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I will tell you, it's gonna be a later game. It's going to be 6 p.m. PST. It's going to be our latest game. It's going to be for the evening folk. So, it's going to be IO After Dark. Ooh. But yeah. So, 6 p.m. EST? No, 6 p.m. PST. It's going to be a 9 p.m. EST game. It's going to be late. It's going to be a late night game. Yeah. So there you go. IO Coast to Coast, exactly. IO After Dark, exactly. Woo! All right, guys, I'm sweating fiercely. So I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you supporting. Your support's wonderful. I'll probably be back on Saturday, not with misdemeanor, because we're off for another week. Yeah. Oh no, it's 5 a.m. for me. Yeah. Gonna be late for some people. Just you'll be able to watch it on YouTube though. Check out the YouTube channel. Got a lot of subs so far. Not VOD. There we go. Check out the YouTube channel. You'll be able to watch it there. If you're a member of the Patreon, you'll be able to listen to MP3s. You can watch the VOD afterwards. We're not deleting the VOD. Give me a VOD boy. Yeah. So, all right, guys. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate the support. Love you all. We'll be back Saturday, most likely, with a non D&D game. We'll do a normal ass stream. Oh, and then keep a lookout for Monday. Starting a brand new campaign Monday. Tower of Archimedes with Blue Jay, Cooley Smiley, Jari, Summer, and Tate, Golden Tot. Keep a lookout. It's gonna be a fun group. Dark Dystopian game is that one. 4 p.m. EST. Follow on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter so you know when I'm going live. Follow the IO channel. God, there's like 20 different things I need you to do. Yeah, go to the IO channel. Is that one for every day this week? Not Sunday. Sunday is my day off. Sunday will always be my day off so I don't lose my mind. But yeah, Monday through Saturday. Ha ha ha. God. Pray for me, chat. All right, I'll see you guys the next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.